like
How
living
much
in
would this
Vancouver.
cost in Dallas?
Yeah, like how much would like this would be like an $800 apartment in Dallas, probably with a bunch of black people next door. No, okay,
Uh,
that sounded racist.
um, okay.
No comment. I don't feel don't care about this. That's why I love me. I can say whatever I want. People don't give a fuck. All right, there you go. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. You thought it wouldn't happen, motherfuckers, but here we are. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm verified on Twitch now, so what can I say? I'm a big man on campus, and this is a good way to start it off. Let me see. I didn't have this set up. Shit.
What is your Twitter? Your current Twitter? I know they don't last very long these days. I'm trying to tag you.
I don't know what's going on. Hey, I'm getting my original Twitter back. I have my managing partner has already filed a complaint and stuff because I got taken down.
Okay.
It's Alpha Male 8.
I don't know if I'm following this or not. See, I'll get banned.
You're not
fast.
Like, I'm really upset with you. Tmartn's even following me. Come on.
Alpha Male 8. There we go. I followed some of the other ones. Your best one was 8 Thoughts, my personal favorite.
Yeah, I had 20,000 followers in that one, and now it's over. All right, there we go. I got it working. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. I turned off my alert noise so I don't get interrupted when we're streaming.
There we go.
Yeah, we have 263 people in here now. Let's just be lit, family. Just wait, motherfucker. This is gonna go off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm 8 Thoughts, cocksuckers. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? The man on the line here is none other than Drift0r. Thanks for coming in. I have the alerts on, guys, but they're not going to make any noise. But hey, GCA member, thanks for resubbing 6 months, bro. And as well, shit, who's your daddy? Thanks very much for subbing. I'm going to try to read those out, but at the same time, I want to talk to Drift0r. So, guys, if you have questions as well, the chat's going to be going a million miles an hour. So I know this sounds horrible to say, but if you donate, it's like $1 minimum. So I'll try to get questions from everybody, but honestly, Drift0r, I sound like a shyster. You guys want to chat? I feel like you got to pay, motherfuckers.
No, you do, because when if you answered every comment you got, you couldn't, and it would be insane. And then even at a point when you're streaming, you have to increase the payments because you can't read the donations if they come in too fast. I think every streamer runs into that eventually.
Exactly. Paul, thanks for the 200 bits. I see it ahead of time. Appreciate it, brother. Okay, so guys, I mean, like, I don't know how many people we got in here right now. It's starting up. Let's see here. Hold on.
You're at 300 and plus on my end, so pretty big stream overall.
Not bad. That's why I'm partnered. Thanks, Paul, for the bits, brother. Appreciate it. Now, first of all, you guys know who Drift0r is. If you don't know who Drift0r is, he's one of the godfathers of Call of Duty on YouTube. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yes. Pretty old Call of Duty YouTuber. Been in the scene for quite some time now.
Yeah. And now, also other games as well. And I think it goes without saying that I've had a good time. I've not teased you as bad as Tmartn. Let's be honest. Tmartn's gotten the ribbing the worst, right?
Tmartn got it the worst. I think the last time I spoke to Tmartn about you, he said 8 Thoughts should pay me royalties. Like, you have worked him so good.
I made a video. I don't know if you saw it. I openly admitted that Tmartn has been instrumental in, I don't know, I guess helping my channel grow. At least the first 100,000 subscribers. He definitely, first 50, 60,000, he definitely has helped me a lot. And even since then, probably. I'd agree with that. I'd agree. You concur?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Your channel's growth strategy generally is, at least from the outside looking in, to we'll just say target.
Yeah, be honest.
Target other gamers. Like, if you can get Tmartn's fans' attention, you'll just get a shit ton of people flooding into your channel for that moment, and some of them are going to stick around.
Yeah, and then also on top of that, it puts you in the algorithm, because when you get a bunch of views, YouTube's your next videos are going to hit no matter what you put up, and if they're good.
Oh yeah. And if you don't get views, you get shafted by the algorithm. Oh, I love that YouTube algorithm. It's the greatest thing since...
It's a fucking joke.
It's awful. I hate it. I really hate it.
It
makes my life miserable.
I think sometimes I'm just gonna do fucking Twitch sometimes, because YouTube is just too much. But anyways, Okay, Drifter, I'm going to ask you the first question. I want to add
Okay,
this is
I'm ready.
the question everybody wants to know. This is the biggest question. You said everything. We're able to say whatever we want. You can say whatever you
100%.
want to me. Shit talk me, whatever you want. I'm not going to shit talk you. Come on my show. I'm not going to be a dickhead to you. But I got to ask you a serious question.
Okay.
What moisturizer do you use that keeps your skin so young and supple looking? That's what I need to know.
It's cortisone. It's cortisone 7, and that's a real. I don't know if you know this because you follow me on Twitter or whatever, but I do look very young.
Yes.
I do moisturize my skin.
Thank you.
It's because I actually have eczema pretty bad, and if I don't moisturize it, my face gets like lizard man scaly fucked. So coincidentally, the eczema that should make me uglier led me to moisturizing for like the last 7 or 8 years and has kept me looking much younger than I actually am.
How old are you? Do you mind me asking?
I'm 31 now.
You're 31, and okay, yeah, because you look very boyish face. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an old fucking bastard, and I need some tips on how to look young. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Because Drifter had eczema, which was supposed to be detrimental to his health, he moisturizes on a daily basis. So it just proves right there, moisturizing is where it's at. Okay. All right, all jokes aside. Now, Drifter, I know the first question people want to ask, and I made a video about it, and even White Boy 7th Street exposed it. Okay, how much did you get paid to say Call of Duty was good?
Okay, so I'm super glad that you asked this question. I think I just heard a donation go off. What in the world?
I don't know. It's mostly just bits and stuff. It shouldn't be. It's just
it's Twitch making noise on my end.
Okay.
I have never. This is a very nuanced question, so please give me some time to talk here.
Yes, I want to do
I have never been paid to say that Call of Duty is good. Now, this is the big shocker reveal for your stream. I'm sure the PR team's going to love this. 1 week ago, I did get paid by Call of Duty because they bought a clip of mine. I'm sure you've seen the COD Nation campaign.
Yes.
Okay, so part of that campaign was they reached out to content creators to license some of the clips or whatever that they made to turn into commercials for NFL, for YouTube or Twitter or wherever in the hell. And I made a clip like 2 or 3 weeks ago of me and my friends stealing all 4 helicopters and then ramming another helicopter because we didn't have any guns. And they bought that clip from me, and they paid me and all 3 of my friends some money for basically distribution until the end of time. That's Activision's clip now. Okay. So, and I can now say that Activision paid me, or the marketing firm that Activision hired paid me for that clip. I don't want to say how much because that part is actually locked under a contract, but it was a good payment and I was very happy with it. The rest of this question, and I know what a lot of your chat believes and what you made a lot of, we'll say less than well-researched videos about with lots of Illuminati signs and COD point coins and stuff was, did YouTubers get paid to say Call of Duty is great?
Okay,
and,
no. Okay, okay, sorry, go ahead. Yes, did you get paid? And you're gonna say, obviously, sorry, my bad. I told you I was gonna interrupt. I got excited. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm obviously I'm gonna say no because that's true, and then you'll say, but White Boy got a contract for $10,000 to go to COD Ghost and say it was great.
Yeah. What were those paperworks that like with machinima and between you? What? Okay, tell me honestly, what the fuck? Okay, I made a video on that. What the fuck are that? What is that contract that was between...
The contract was when Activision was first building their influencer team, because back in COD Ghosts, YouTube was still big, but it wasn't nearly as big and formal as it is now. It was the fucking Wild Wild West, right?
Right.
And machinima was like the newest, hottest shit on the planet, and a ton of people were still with machinima.
Yeah, I was.
Activision's a big, giant company. Activision is a multi-billion-dollar company, and they don't do all of their work in-house. They outsource. They hire marketing, legal, PR, security, a lot of outsourced different companies.
Okay.
At the time of COD Ghost, they wanted to generate a lot of hype for it, and they hired a marketing firm and gave the firm a big budget and some goal of getting some number of digital impressions or whatever, which is kind of how those contracts go. And this marketing firm was just like, wow, do you know what we should do? We should contact Machinima, because Machinima is like the newest, hottest, like gaming thing on the planet, and all the 13-year-olds are watching Machinima. So the marketing firm contacted Machinima, and Machinima, which they were going broke at the time, they're like, yes, we'll take your money, and I can guarantee you big influencers traveling to the event. And what they did is then took that money, so we're like several layers down, and made a contract for White Boy 7th Street to go to the COD Ghost reveal. And my understanding of this is that it was a misunderstanding several layers down in the corporate, like, outsourcing culture because it's so big the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. And that when the PR team, which at the time was building their initial like base of YouTube contacts like me and Tmartn and Chaos X Silencer and stuff, saw that White Boy got an offer to get paid, they were really pissed off because this went counter to their entire program, which was to not pay anybody at all ever, because they didn't want to mix money and promotions with this, and also because their game was so hot, just the footage was valuable in and of itself. So after Ghost, Activision cracked down way harder on outside campaigns paying influencers for anything, because they had a very strict policy of not paying people. On this same topic, I can talk for a long time. If you guys want to spot a paid event, a paid advertisement, you just need to look for hashtag ad. You need to look for in the beginning of the video, I made this partnered with Electronic Arts. Or
Okay,
this
okay,
video.
okay. I'm gonna interject.
Okay.
All right. Okay, now we know like people like Russian Badger, Level Cap, and all those like Battlefield guys. They go to like, let's say they get flown to events like wherever the hell it may be, and they get paid to capture.
Yep, me too. I go with Battlefield too.
I know, but here's the thing, right? Okay, so I believe what you say about that $10,000 bullshit. That seems legit, right? So White Boy 7th Street was lying. You're saying pretty much he was misleading information, and he was spreading false information like on purpose.
Correct, because I was shit talking him at the time, and he was returning the favor through you.
Well, it's because White Boy 7th Street's channel's dead. He has 4 million subscribers, can't get 10,000 views on a video because you and me know he built this channel on fake giveaways.
It's doing well now. He's doing quite well for himself.
Yeah, his channel's doing well now?
Yeah, his channel's doing well. I think he's doing Facebook gaming and killing it, and his Twitch was doing good too. White Boy's on a massive comeback. You think I'm kidding? Yeah, man.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
Well, last time I went to a Battlefield event, I hung out with White Boy like all day, and his channel's killing it. He's doing great.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Now I got off sidetracked there. My point is okay. When you go to a COD event, for example, let me say. So let's say like they have Prestigious Key was trying to get me to go to one, and he was trying to get them to get me to go, but I don't think Activision. We'll get to that. That's another story for another time. But let's say, because I'm going to ask you a question. Before I forget, have you ever talked to Merc Music about me? Totally random question.
No. I was going to at one point. I was going to reach out and give him some advice to just ignore you, but he ignored me. So we have never spoken one single word. I think I saw him at like the Black Ops 4 reveal, like walking away out in the distance, and that's as close as I've come to Merc Music.
Okay, first thing, I know White Boy 7th Street is getting like 25,000 views on this video, and he has like 3-4 million subs. His channel's dead. I don't care what you say. That guy's trash.
Okay. Well, Facebook is nice. Let's just say that.
I know that's where all those guys. That's where Market J is getting all his money. Okay, so and also Chaos. But let's say so you go to this. Let me stay on point here. So you get the Call of Duty event. So they call you up. First of all, I forgot. Hey guys, thanks for all the donations. Guys are killing it. But I'm just trying to thank you. Ditrine, BBD, Armlocks. Thanks very much, guys. I'm going to get that question from you, Armlocks, in a second here. The Armlocks, I was already going to ask that question. Sorry. It's fucking hard to do this. There's like 700 people in here fucking just spamming.
It's a hot night. I'm making you money right now. You owe me royalties.
Dude, trust me, my streams, I do very well on my streams. I make more money on my streams than I do on my YouTube channel. It's crazy. Okay, so I need to get a glass of wine here. This is stressing me out. So the COD event, you get paid, you fly down there, you get early access. You get early access, you play the game. Not only do you get early access, you get almost like a monopoly on the content to be able to upload to your channel before anybody else, which is huge benefits as far as like your channel and money and all that stuff, right? So you don't get the $10,000 contract, yes, but you're getting paid in a roundabout way. Would you agree on that?
That's a tit for tat, a trade, a quid pro quo. Now you almost bamboozled me. You said you go, they call you, you say yes, you get paid, and I'm like yeah.
No, you don't get paid. You don't get paid. You get paid to go, like in the sense that they pay for your flight, they pay for your hotel. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna put words in your mouth. They give you free food. They give you like any kind of free food, or you don't have to buy your own. That's who cares?
Travel is covered. Flights are covered. Hotel is covered.
Okay.
At some events, there are stipends for food or for dinners.
Our hand job's covered by Von de Hart is hot stuff. That's what
No. At some events, they do food. Some they don't. Depends on the event and the budget and what's going on. Activision used to have like the first couple events they did had like unlimited, charge as much room service as you want, whatever. And of course, some YouTubers took advantage of it and like ruined it. I think Battlefield used to do the same. And I think one of oh man, I hope I'm not going to. One of the FaZe guys just started ordering like $200 steaks with room service to see how many they would send him, and was throwing them out the window. And after that, it just all those companies, they'll either put you on like a daily per diem or none at all.
Okay.
So anyway,
And
back to the main point, which is the early content, the compensation, so to speak.
yeah, so like then you get the early, so you're getting not paid to go there, but just getting a free trip to wherever it may be, and to get to hang out with your buddies and play Call of Duty, and then you get the early access and the monopoly rights to upload like the DLC and all the free stuff at a time.
Yeah.
So when you upload that to your channel, there's like maybe 5-6 guys, maybe 10 dudes, let's just say, have that out of all of YouTube. So you have a monopoly on that equates to more views, which equates to ad revenue, which equates to more subs, and helping the algorithm. So like I said, let's say you did get a $10,000 contract or paid by Call of Duty to go down there, you still have to say that isn't a roundabout way a financial benefit to you.
No, it is a financial benefit to me most of the time. Now, I know that almost certainly there are people from Activision watching this, because I shared it right now.
Oh, great!
But yeah, no, really, probably.
Hey, Activision, come on! I get more views than half your lackeys out there that you are like Call of Duty cocksuckers.
We can talk about why you don't get invited later. Let's do one question at a time.
Yeah, sorry, all right. Can you hold on one sec, Drifter? I need a glass of wine, otherwise
go get your glass of wine.
Yeah. I'll
talk to your chat. I'm going to read some live messages here. Somebody says we're definitely breaking 1K viewers.
My buddy Armlock's here, who's a cop, asked the question. I already had that one on point. We're going to ask that too. I'll be back in a sec. Let me get a glass of wine.
Hey, Savage Psychosis, good to see you. Blue28, good to see you too. Says he'll be on our official dad. White Boy 7th Street, the GOAT. Just going to talk to your chat and see what's going on. I see a lot of emotes, a lot of gold cocks here. There's Kindbot, says, oh my god. Mr. Brinsky, hi Drifter. Get flanked, good to see you. Says, why are you doing this, Drifter?
Because Drifter's a stud.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
Yeah, no, really
it's about change primarily for a lot of different reasons. But we'll get off topic if you get into all my different motivations.
I'll ask you that question. Okay, so that points. Okay.
So I don't always make money on these events. Now, especially the later DLCs, just people don't care, and I don't always go to like the later DLC events because the interest is low, and I'll make less views than I would on like a normal video. Usually DLC 1 and 2 does pretty well for me. The big benefits, the ones where I really benefit the most, is always like play the game early at E3, or the one that really did well for me was during Black Ops 3. We flew down there in like March. We were playing full Black Ops 3, just beautiful game in March. And at the end of the event, they were like, surprise, nothing here is under NDA in 1 week. You can make as many videos as you want. So I was like, well, yeah, that benefits the shit out of me. That's great. So some of the trips are break even, some are for fun, and some are very business oriented. Like the reveal was very much so business for me, because I had videos to make, I had views to get, I had algorithms to please.
I don't want to cut into it, because the main question wasn't about whether or not it's like Superman mutually like financially beneficial. Okay, so before, so sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Is that a fair answer?
That's my answer. Yes.
Okay, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Okay, that's I 100% can agree with that. So my next question was, when since the longest time, since the difference between EA I've noticed, and between like Activision, was that no matter what, they have to always they always had to. We're gonna get out of this pretty soon here. This whole paid by COD, there's a lot more things to talk about, but EA always had to put like, this video is sponsored by EA, thanks EA, and then boom, they hit you with the video. At first, I think, I don't know, I'm not trying to take credit for it because I'm not the only guy, but before, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, before people like myself and other people started to show like, what the fuck, these like, I know the term COD cocksucker, it's a bit harsh, but whatever, the COD cocksucker guys and the group, and I don't really think you're in that anymore, because you and Tmartn and other people have sort of moved on, and it's not really like how it used to be. At least I don't view it that way. But I said these COD cocksuckers, and before the whole Tmartn CSGO Lotto, and before people really started paying close attention to paid advertisement on YouTube and paid content, I don't remember anyone. I do now, because if you notice now, I even see Hutch, like, and all you guys say when the video starts, you go, oh, hey, I just want to say this video is, and you put in the description, oh, this video is, Activision paid my flight, my airfare, and thanks for, Activision. You guys never did that before, and you never ever told anybody or put anything in the description before. And see, I don't give a fuck. Like, personally, Drifter, like, I'm like almost a 40-year-old dude. I'm, as far as it's hard as to believe, I'm university educated. I come from a good family. I know it's kind of crazy to believe that, but I know my parents are PhDs.
What's your degree?
It's a Bachelor of Arts, which isn't much of an education, let's be honest. But like my parents are both PhDs and shit, right? So like, you know, I just choose to be the black sheep. But so we all know, like before that though, I never saw anybody put ad in the video. I never saw anyone talking about like, oh, this is paid. And you guys have been getting flown down since freaking, back with Modern Warfare or whatever it was when you said with back before Ghosts. And my question was, no one I don't think anyone cares if you get paid. That's America for you, right? If you're doing something, you get paid. I just think it was that it wasn't disclosed at first. It sort of seemed like there was secrecy, and I don't think people handled it well. Like if you had come out and just been like, or I think if people just came out and said, hey, yeah, fuck yeah. Like now, when you make those videos, everyone makes it super clear. We're thanks for Activision flying me out. Thanks for paying my way. Appreciate it. All right, Vondahar, I appreciate the roofies and the club dance, and it was an awesome time. My bum's still sore. But no one does that. They never did that until now. And my question was, why not? Like, what happened? Like, why were you guys
a couple
not
of different
disclosing?
reasons. I've got a good answer for this one.
All right.
So you criticized me and saying that me and other people didn't. That's a little frustrating for me because I did that even before it was legally required. Like way back in the day, like during Black Ops 1 and stuff, I would do a sponsored video and disclose it, and my sponsors would offer to pay me more if I wouldn't do that. Which is, I actually have a sponsored video.
Can you repeat that again? What?
So during Black Ops 1, before the FTC was really involved in YouTube, I would work with sponsors. And by sponsors, we're talking primarily like accessory companies and stuff like that, right? Like get peripherals and whatever. And I would make a video and they would say, yeah, can you not do these like sponsored things? We don't want people to know this video is sponsored. And I would say no, and they would offer to pay me more. And even as recently as 8 months ago, I had a deal on my channel with a very, very big brand. It was one of the worst deals I ever had. I'm like quoting Trump here now. And they tried to convince me to not do the FTC disclosure and threatened withholding payment. And things got very, very heated between us, to say the least.
Fair enough.
Now, those are exceptions. And again, this is a bit of a long answer.
Right.
If I'm trying to scratch my memory, I think like during Modern Warfare 3, Activision didn't have early play events. They just had like COD XP and some people capped there. And then I see you literally raising your hand, but it's like 30 seconds delayed for me.
Oh no, I was like scratching. I know I was scratching my head.
And
but yeah,
I think they did like one DLC event for Black Ops 2, maybe, or maybe like one early play thing. And I don't think the FTC was involved in that one, but I do know that literally with Ghosts, when I got to the hotel for the Call of Duty Ghost event, I got in my email and a little like slip like in my room that says you need to do this disclosure for the FTC. And right around Ghosts, like and maybe Advanced Warfare was when the FTC really took notice of YouTube. And it wasn't just the COD scene, right? Like their gaming scene was the minority of it. It was people that were selling makeup and perfume and those little like free points apps things that are just scams. And they cracked down. They started cracking down and they started enforcing rules and laying out guidelines because there really weren't even any guidelines before. So right about that time, you start seeing people making FTC disclosures and we paid for this and that. And FTC decided that if you review a product or if you go to an event, that you need to disclose that you got the product for free or that some company paid to take you to the event because that's a non-monetary compensation. So we have to reveal those. Right. Some YouTubers are lazy, stupid, some don't care, some didn't do it. It caught up to most of them eventually. And when you get about giving yourself credit with Tmartn and the CSGO Lotto scandal, blowing that up made it much, which is something that you and Honor the Call went pretty big on. That made it go much more mainstream. And the rules were already in place, but it made all the other companies around the planet take note of those rules. And as it is currently, the reason you don't see hashtag ad or hashtag paid on COD content, except I think they had it on like the Ninja and Shroud streams recently, is that Activision does not pay. If I go to play DLC 1 early, I get $0. I get a free flight and a hotel ride, a hotel trip and stuff like that. Yeah. You will see on my channel, and very upfront about this, when I work with EA, depending on the event and what's going on, some of my EA stuff is paid because EA is very straightforward about paying YouTubers for content or creating a particular video or being part of their campaign or something like that. Ubisoft does this a lot. You'll see a lot of Ubisoft campaigns because their games are primarily single player or like big sales bumps and kind of short lifespans. Microsoft does it a lot. I work with Mixer. They push Halo and Forza, and you see a lot of hashtag ad, a lot of hashtag paid. And I guarantee you, believe it, now the conspiracy is Activision will just pay you more not to say it. They'll just tell you not to say it. Activision's a big shady company. They'll cover it up. I promise you that's not the case. Their legal team is more, we'll say, picky than most of the other companies' legal teams, who are all very picky. And every company takes this serious as fuck because the FTC fines for a big company are very, very big, and they want to avoid those as completely as possible.
And I just want to say, out of that whole thing, what I heard is because you would honor the call. Fucked up Tmartn and CSGO Lotto. They just had to. They had to. Hold on a second. What's that? Oh yeah, right. Because of that, but okay. But since then, all right, fair enough. Okay,
but Tmartn and CSGO Lotto is a unique one. I'm going to offer a brief opinion on this.
Okay, but my question is, what did you think? What do you think of? I know Tmartn's your buddy, and we all make mistakes. I mean, how old is Tmartn now? 30, if that?
No, Tmartn's 25, 24.
No.
Yeah.
Tmartn's 20. Fuck out of here.
Something
how old
like
is Tmartn?
that.
He's got to be older than that.
No.
Okay, so how long ago was CSGO Lotto? Like 3 years ago now?
About 3 years, 2.5, 3 years ago, something like that.
Okay, so that's I've said that too. When you're young like that, we do stupid shit. But what is your take on Tmartn? And I know Tmartn's your buddy. He's probably watching right now. He liked my tweets and stuff. He follows me, and so for sure he's watching right now. Well, probably not. He doesn't give a fuck. Well, like he's a millionaire. He don't care. He's got 18 million real estate things going on. But how do you view the Tmartn CSGO Lotto situation?
It's another nuanced answer. It was very unique as a
and by
case.
nuance, you see your bullshit, Drifter.
No, I'm not bullshitting. I don't view life
on,
as black and white. It's complicated.
Come on.
I'm gonna say some bad shit about Tmartn if you give me just a minute.
All right.
Just so it was unique, and the FTC was involved in it because of how unique it was. It wasn't that Tmartn was sponsored by CSGO Lotto and he didn't disclose it because that's how the law was written. Tmartn owned CSGO Lotto, so he didn't have to be sponsored, so he didn't have to make disclosures according to how their regulations were at the time. So yeah. Tmartn was like, well, I'm not going to sponsor myself. I can just do whatever, and I don't have to make disclosures. Which was super unethical, though.
No, yeah, it wasn't like he wasn't disclosed. It was like, hey, guys, just happened to find this website with a best friend Brock and win $6,000.
No, it was.
Oh, hey, links in the description for. That's like saying, like, I know I'm harping on this because it's old news now. It's just so fun. It's like owning the casino, not telling people you own the casino, winning a bunch of money at your own casino. Be like, dudes, I just won $1 million at the Mirage. It's amazing. You guys should go over there and gamble because our slots are there. But no, sorry, not our slots. My bad. The slots at the Mirage are totally loose. Get over there. Yeah,
that's exactly how it was. That would be like if you drive by those Indian casinos and you see the signs on the billboard, I won so much money. That would be like if the tribal chief was the person on the sign saying, yeah, I won all my own money. I'm fucking rich now. Like,
okay, but someone in the chat, I don't know, he's a big CSGO guy. He said that it's not legal for you to gamble on your own website.
I did not know that. Now that's something I did not know, which may be true. The point of it was that what Tmartn did was unethical because he was not only not upfront about his, let's say, conflict of interest with the website, but also misleading about where he found it and promoted it. They were also getting other YouTubers to promote it, and it was a very big business, and that part of it made it, we'll say, unethical. In my personal opinion, I would not own a casino. I don't consider casinos to be moral, ethical, good money, even if it made ludicrous amounts of money, which I'm sure it did very well. I am not comfortable owning a casino. Now, I do know Tmartn, and I'm going to try not to speak too much of his business on his behalf. Because I think I was there. I think I was literally having lunch with him when your story broke, and it was a big topic that day. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Tmartn, and especially his ire at you, he did not like his business being exposed like that because it was bad press. But he didn't stack the odds. Now, you and a metric shit ton of other people and the memes and whatever is like, well, I lost all this money on Tmartn's site. He scammed me. I lost on this thing. I got scammed. Or, Tmartn did a fake win here for a promotional video, or he ripped me off of this or that. To the utter best of my knowledge, Tmartn did not rig the CSGO Lotto. where everybody lost. Now, I know that that's not the true of all the gambling sites. There were gambling sites that were just 100% fucking money pits. That
There's one right
people.
now. That guy who started CSGO Wild. That motherfucker.
Yeah, that's all horseshit too.
Yeah,
but if you own a casino,
shit.
you don't have to fucking scam people. The casino just generates money because it's a goddamn casino.
Oh, yeah,
you just set your own odds and it just generates cash. And I remember sitting there with Tmartn and he was like, what the fuck? I don't have to cheat people. Casinos make money.
Well, yeah, I never had a problem with. I never ever once accused him of cheating people at all. I was just accusing him for the fact that I just found it scummy because obviously the large majority of his subscriber base were kids, and he just pretended like, oh, I don't fucking own the website, and I won a bunch of money with my best friend Brock, $6,000 with my best friend Brock. Okay,
a couple of other things.
A couple other things too. Hey, quick question, serious question here, Drifter. Do you think Tmartn's blue Jeep is gay? Let's be honest. It's an awesome Jeep, but that color, I don't know. I mean, come on.
I really don't. I don't think about the blue Jeep very much. I think he has much nicer cars than the blue Jeep now too. So
I do. Okay, good. All right. Good. Oh,
and,
okay. Now,
before we move on, there's one other thing you were talking about COD paying people. I got one other, two other facts I can throw at you to clear shit up for yourself. You're gonna love these.
Time out.
Huh? What?
Who just emailed you this? Listen, Trey Archer's on the line right now. Okay, Drifter. Make sure you say this. Like, are there people having conversations with you right now while you're talking to me?
No, nobody.
Nope. No one is whispering in your ear. You don't have like a secret mic going on in your ear right now?
No, I promise you. I actually wanted to be on camera on your end so you could see me, but we weren't technically set up for that tonight. I'm recording on my end, so you'll probably see my little webcam clip thing shit on YouTube, so you'll see there's no secret ears. But I view this as a great opportunity for me to explain myself to a large group of people that don't think very highly of me or other YouTubers. So
I don't know. I mean, like, honestly, like, okay, you've probably gathering right now that I am I'm more joking, right? Like, I think you're gathering that, like, you know, I think I morally troll you guys for the lulz, I guess you could say. Would you not? Would you say, like, do you honestly think I don't like you guys?
I think that you like the money that the views and attention make a lot more than you like us, and that the trolling and, we'll say, quote, news is wildly irresponsible in a lot of ways.
I don't think I make much money, to be honest. You make more money probably or had made more money in a one video than I make in a month. You know, my fucking ad revenue is shitty, so it's not for the money.
Oh, you get the low value ads?
I get some $5 CPMs, bro. It's pretty fucking
That's
bad.
not adjusted. That's before the non-monetized videos are counted, right?
That's just like on the YouTube Studio, whatever CPM it says, right?
That's shit then, sorry. That's shit.
So I'm trying to tell you, I don't like, trust me, I ain't making much money out here, Drift. That's why I work a job still, more than most of the time. If I didn't have cancer, everybody feels sorry for me. I have cancer.
Even your fans had some curious things to say about the cancer.
They didn't believe me.
The things, I don't think that you hate me as a person or that you're intentionally malicious. However, the desire that you have to get views trumps any sort of, we'll say, fact-checking or ethical responsibility or second thought that a significant number of your fans do view this as real news, and they take this to heart not as a parody. And I've met them in person. I've had to deal with it. It was some really rough times.
Okay, so the question. Okay, I literally only had like what I have. Honestly, I probably have made maybe like 4 videos on you, Drifter.
Yeah, and I acted like a fucking child and got mad about it, which turned it into a goddamn meme, and now I'm stuck with it.
Yeah, see, that's one thing people don't realize. And Merc Music's the biggest moron ever. You don't fucking respond to me. If you respond to me, I'm gonna win. Like, you can't. It's like it's a lose-lose. It doesn't matter what you say or how you respond. I can twist it. You can look like an idiot. Yeah,
it's that you're in an unassaultable position, kind of like Keemstar or.
Oh, like, don't compare me to that fucking guy.
Or like Crump. Christ. No, the character that you have and how you present yourself is one of a very strong emotional attachment, and
thanks, sorry, go ahead.
It doesn't lend itself to a lot of like critical thought. People like you for your personality. They like you because you talk shit. They like you because you're real, you're honest, you're aggressive sometimes. And they even like, honestly, like the weirder, like dirtier parts of your personality, like the story about you falling in love with a stripper, or some of the super old ones about you getting, I think like you getting drunk in Mexico and getting a blowjob from a trans person, and stuff that would sink the ship. Any other YouTuber's ship would be fucking sunk. They would be fucking done, right? Like, your pinned video on Twitter was you driving by a bus stop and splashing like 15 people with a huge wave of water, which is, in no uncertain terms, it's asshole stuff, right? But nobody gives a fuck. I could sit here and I could break down every mistake you've made and criticize you the same way that you criticize me, and your fans won't give one flying fuck, because that's the part of you that they like.
Because I'm alpha male, bro. I can't even remember the fucking. I splashed the people on my fucking. Dude, that went viral. I splashed all those people on my old Twitter account. That's amazing. Oh my god, dude. But okay, Drifter. I want to ask you a question here. Okay, honestly. Okay. Honestly now, because since you went there, the tranny shit.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, dude. Like, honestly. Okay, first of all, Drift. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. Gay Blue Jeep. Tmartn's Jeep's pretty fucking badass. The color's not so cool, but it's not gay. It's a badass Jeep. It's better than any vehicle I got. It's probably his fucking cheapest vehicle. So, let's be keeping it real there. The tranny shit. Oh, come on, dude. Serious. Come like as if. How many? So you said someone actually came up to you in public and was fucking with you about it?
Several people.
Several people. Okay.
Yes.
There must be a lot of Texas fans. I actually know a lot of people in Texas who loves me. I also got to say, Die Trying. Thanks.
I've had it happen in. It wasn't in Texas. It was at gaming events in Boston and in California. And the tranny stuff is one of the reasons that I had you on. I was so mad at you and had you blocked on Twitter and stuff. So of course, for whatever reason, I took it personally, right?
Yeah, like come on, dude.
The context of that video was that I was trying to do episode 1, a pilot series with a friend of mine whose channel was dying. His channel was tanking, but he helped me out a ton back in the day, and he wanted to do this series of like high stakes wagers with other YouTubers. And the first one he wanted to do was with me because I had the most subs at the time, and it was like loser has to cross dress, right? And I fucking lost, and then I was like, okay, well I'm gonna man up and I'm gonna pay out, and this guy is my friend, and he needs something hot to post on his channel, so I went balls out with the cross dressing. Yeah.
Drifter, hold on a second. Have you not seen my picture?
Oh, I've seen it. I watched the video. You make a much prettier woman than me.
I'm gonna put on the fucking screen right now. Hold on a second here. I'm gonna put on the screen. How do I I gotta add an image. I haven't finished this. Display capture. Okay. All right, there it is. Okay. Now, hold on a second. Get that down. Hold on, I fucked up the stream. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. Hold on. All right, hold on a second.
Oh, I see it. I can see it all in tiny mode right now on your Twitch stream.
I'll fix it. Here we go. All right. Look at that. Look at that. That's tranny 8 thoughts right there, Drifter. Can you see that shit?
Yeah.
Come on.
I've seen it, man.
I think it's funny. I got I dressed up in drag after that for jokes. How do you get upset? I'm trying
to tell you how I got upset. It's complicated. Everything I do is complicated. Goddamn in-depth stuff. You just made a video about how me and Tmartn and Chaos hate veterans. And that one pissed me off a lot because they'd all done veterans charities that year, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then in the video, you mixed up Memorial Day and Veterans Day, which I don't even know if those are both holidays in Canada. And I just got tilted and mad.
We don't have one.
Okay, you don't have one, right? So that was a shit show, and you did that for views and to poke fun at us, right? But that one was bad because these people did raise a metric fuck ton of money for veterans and worked hard. I worked hard on it too. I do most years. I do some sort of
I privated that video,
charity
by the way.
Thing. Yeah,
I think I privated that video.
So I was mad about that, and at a similar time, I also stopped taking a moderately addictive prescription medication because I live in America where insurance likes to fuck you in the ass, and my insurance ran out. So
what medication was that? Adderall?
It was Zoloft.
Oh Jesus!
I'd take Zoloft. It was for depression and anger issues at the time. To keep things very, very short for this podcast, my childhood was questionable, and it led to some less great behaviors and thought patterns as an adult. So when I was trying to work through these problems, they recommended Zoloft, and it worked great for a while. But then I ended up stopped taking it cold turkey, which was the worst and hardest thing I've ever done in my entire fucking life.
You're not
right?
supposed to do that, but yeah.
It fucked me in ways I didn't even know I could be fucked. I would probably give up a finger or a hand right now to just go back and not take that damage. And during that time was when a lot of these videos were coming out. So I was being a sensitive boy.
Mm-hmm.
And during the worst of this, I had been off of Zoloft for like 3 or 4 days. The withdrawals were hitting me hard as fuck. I had to travel to San Francisco for, it was supposed to be like 5 business meetings. I only ended up doing 1 of them, and the other 4 got canceled, which made me feel like shit, and I had a lot of free time. But I had a fan meetup at the I think it was like near the pier by the big clock or whatever. And there's a lot of people there, and I'm like barely able to do this fan meetup. I'm trying not to shake and like cold sweat in public, and it's fucking bad. And I go to the meetup and I take questions. There's a kid there. His name is his name was Kalen. I'm holding up something that he gave me right now. You can't see it because I'm not on video.
Shit,
and he had extreme
next time.
Yeah, he had an extreme. It was similar to muscular dystrophy, and God bless him. This was several years ago. He's probably not around right now.
Okay.
And I took a lot of questions. This kid came out in like freezing cold, wheelchair and everything. I took a lot of questions from him, and one of them, he whispered in my ear because his voice was so weak, he just about couldn't talk. He asked me why I stole money from fans, and I'm like, the fuck? You know, I was like, ask what? And his mother had to repeat it, but loud enough for everybody to hear. And I'm like, where'd you hear that? And he's like, oh, you know, I heard that on 8 Thoughts channel, which I know you didn't say, but he conflated me with Tmartn because of all the stuff at the time. And then 2 other kids who were also at the fan meetup spoke up, and they were like, yeah, we wanted to ask you why you wear dresses and if you're going to become a woman sometime in the future. And I'm like, what the like these are like 12 and 11-year-old kids, and they're asking me, I'm in a group of like 50 people, and little kids are asking me when I'm going to become a woman in the future. And I'm like withdrawing from drugs and like trying not to shake too much in public. And I can see you laughing right now.
It's
the amount of hatred in my heart, the amount is the biggest L, maybe the second biggest L I've ever taken in my life. The amount of hurt that gave for me is the reason why I've basically not spoken to you since then. But this isn't the only time. I had people come up to me at PAX, okay, and they asked me when the transition was going to be done and if I was going to change my name. I had another person tell me that I look good cross-dressing. And I went to a fucking charity event where I wasn't even streaming. And I had a dude sit down next to me and talk about how it was great to talk to a YouTuber that was like all LGBT friendly and open and also trans. And he sat down and told me about how he was trans and how his shit was going and how he kind of wanted to get the surgery but didn't want to give up his penis because he loved masturbating, but he masturbated to other trans people. I'm like at a charity event surrounded by other people trying not to be rude and push this guy away.
Dude,
and
that's fucking crazy.
Right. But these things did very negatively affect me in real life, and it fucking sucked. It was really, really sucky.
Okay, but because you had a bunch of issues going on at the same time, it wasn't 100% my fault. It's like a perfect storm that
Right. It made it a lot worse, which is why I was so
like right
fucking
now,
mad all the time.
because like right now, like yeah, you seem a lot different now. Because you imagine now, like, oh, Drifter's a tranny, like, oh my god, yeah, like, could you imagine, like, 8 Thoughts is bald, 8 Thoughts has got a small penis, like, come on, bro, like, god, fuck that shit. Hey, what about? Oh, someone wants me to ask you, what about the companies that asked you about being a tranny? What happened?
Yeah, I don't want to name the company because that's part of a different agreement. There was a brand deal that I was working on, and part of that was a sort of like background check for just controversy, scandals, whatever that came up. And one of those was one of your little videos, and some people were asking if I was into trans rights and LGBT, and if I would be mixing any of that shit with their brand. And the video ultimately, the sponsorship deal didn't pan out, not because of that. It was just the deal didn't work out between the two of us. I was able to explain that. But imagine having to sit down with a Fortune 500 company, a fucking huge company, and tell them, no, I'm not really a cross-dresser, you know, that's...
Dude, what you do next time, listen, Drift, next time you say that, you record that shit, show a picture of me and say, this is my boyfriend, 8 Thoughts, you all are transphobes, fuck yourselves, we're suing them, we're gonna get rich, and we're bouncing out. Yeah?
No, you can't. A lot of these are private meetings. Basically, the reason I'm not talking about this is so much of it's wrapped under NDA.
Am I the only one drinking right now? Come on, Drifter. Jesus.
I don't drink. I only smoke weed.
Nice. Is weed legal in Texas? Or are you gonna get?
No, it's not. Every time I go to California, I go straight from the airport to I think it's like CC 21 plus, like right beside the airport, and then I'm set for the trip.
Hey, we broke 1,000 viewers. Just let you know. There you go.
No, I'm sitting. I'm watching your chat. I'm reading.
I'm not. I just saw that. All right. So, okay, I gotta ask you a question. Just moving to something funnier. But thank you, Drifter. And hey, Drifter. Honestly, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But I didn't. You know, I don't know you're on the fucking drugs. I don't know you're having a mental breakdown. I mean, I'm just making jokes on the internet. I'm not trying to make your own real life miserable. I'm not trying to fuck with you. And we're gonna put on the record right now, 100% confirmation. Drifter is not transsexual. 100% male.
Well, thank you for that.
How big is your penis? That's what we need to know. Like, how many inches? Honestly, Drifter, how big? Come on. We had, you know, this is going to get a bit weird.
My penis is
Honestly.
6.5 inches long, and it's about 2 inches wide.
Nice. That's solid.
It's pretty normal, but with a little extra width.
We both have Asian wives or girlfriends, so that's why they think we're huge. They think we're huge. Nancy, I have a large penis, right? But we actually don't, Drifter. We're just average white guys. We don't have big dicks. I'm just saying. But these Asian girls, they think we're huge. I'm just saying that right now.
Oh God.
How tall are you?
I am 6'1".
Okay, I'm 6'6", so my dick's small. Then, damn it, everyone.
You really 6'6"? Everybody on the internet 6'6" and 300 pounds of rippling muscle. You really 6'6"?
I'm 6'7", actually, 250. I used to play professional basketball, Drifter.
I didn't know that.
Do I need to show the guns here on you, Drifter? Don't get turned on. Do I need to show that to you? Look at that, Drifter. Come on. Look at that. Jesus.
Well, if you're really 6'6", that makes you exceptional and in the less than 1% of the total human population. Like you're way out there on the bell curve in height.
Hold on a second. Nancy, don't come on the stream. Don't yell. You can yell it. How tall am I, Nancy? 6'7". Did you hear that?
I heard 6'7". Well, then you're about Tmartn's height. Then he's about your size.
I will take Tmartn down the basketball. I'll challenge anyone to one-on-one basketball.
You could do KYR Speedy. He's big as fuck and used to play college ball. So.
I used to play professional.
Okay.
Okay. All jokes aside, okay, the Merc music situation. Okay, I know you're not going to say anything, but God, I know you're not going to say anything like really derogatory about it. But I got to be honest, that situation could not have been handled worse than in my entire life. That dude, I think he's fucked up. I don't think he's fucked his channel, but he has hurt his channel. On your
end or on his?
I think he has messed his channel up a bit. What do you mean on his? What do you mean on mine or his?
Yeah, are you talking about you handled Merc music wrong?
No, I think
or that Merc music responded to you poorly?
I think he handled the situation and he handled that. I think the whole thing altogether was poorly done.
Okay, I'm of a very different opinion on this. I think that the negative influence of your channel turned a lot of his fans against him and harmed not only his business but his relationship.
Okay. First of all, I am not the one that is like I didn't say anything negative towards him at all. I simply gave him life advice. I didn't say anything bad about him at all. I've never talked shit about him once. I never said he's an asshole or the guy's
wife's gold digger and that she's gonna bamboozle you. He looks dead inside. Your video on it got age gated, not safe for work.
Which one is that?
The fucking it was the one where you gave him life advice about the stripper. That one's age gated, demonetized, I think too.
No, none of them are. No.
Sign out of YouTube and go try to watch it.
I could look at my own. I could look on my own channel. Look at my video manager. There is nothing.
Hold up.
No video from him age gated. I go to my channel. There's nothing age gated. I didn't do anything wrong.
Let me check. I literally saw this today.
Which one?
I'm gonna find it. It's one of your most popular videos.
Today's video.
I'm trying to load your videos. YouTube's being an ass right now.
434,000 views. That one. Pray for Merc Music. Rest in peace, homie.
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It got age restricted.
Gated.
Yeah. After it got 400,000 views.
Yeah.
Okay. After the fact, because he complained so hard about it, and he was so upset about it, I guess that YouTube was like, "Oh, okay, we'll age gate it." But so you think I did something? I was mean to him. I didn't say I didn't. You find in that video where I say she's a gold. I said that.
I think it was in the beginning.
I didn't say she's a gold digger. I said that there's a possibility that she may end up breaking up with him. Okay, so you mean to tell me that when you're worth he's probably a millionaire. Let's be honest, he's probably a millionaire without a doubt.
He does really well for himself.
Yeah, he's a millionaire. you think it's irresponsible of a millionaire who's never had a relationship to go with the very first girl that he met after like online for 5 months or 6 months and then propose to her the first day you meet her? You think
No, it's a terrible idea.
That's what I said in my video.
If I knew Merc Music, if I was his friend, I would tell him, just wait. You know, Jesus, 6 months is a pretty short time dating for like a marriage level relationship.
I said that in the video.
I know that part of the advice is reasonable. I don't know Merc Music for shit. I'm talking and speculating about parts of his life here, so y'all don't quote me this as the gospel true. But if I was Merc Music's friend and he met a girl and went from met to married in it was like a month or like 6 weeks, I would have to suck it up and risk my friendship to tell him that's a fucking bad idea.
That's what
Nobody
I said.
should be doing that. Right. But you did that in a very public space on an open forum for a person that you really don't know about outside of his videos. And on top of that, were very derogatory toward the wife.
No.
And what happened?
Nope. I've never said anything. I never said she's ugly. I never talked shit about her.
No, you said she was very pretty, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So how am I derogatory towards her?
The insinuation was you told a whole story about how this stripper broke your heart because you fell in love with her, and the whole analogy you're comparing his girl to the stripper that cheated on you with the Wolverine body double or whatever the hell.
Yeah, I'm glad you watch my videos.
Yeah, but you're comparing one terrible person to the wife, and that is in some way derogatory.
I wasn't drawing a comparison to. I was saying that first loves 99% of the time don't last, and I was comparing the fact that the first real pussy you get, the first good pussy you get, usually you end up like falling in love with the pussy. You put the pussy on the pedestal, and I guarantee you Merc is 110% sexually one would say not experienced, because no one in their right fucking mind meets somebody after like being online for 6 months, meets them the first time. I'm not talking like dating for 6 months, meeting the first time in real life, and then proposes to him when you're a millionaire with no prenup. That, my friends, is the sign of a fucking idiot. I don't care. You can say I'm talking shit. I'm getting a little fired up here because this pisses me off. I'm not, and I don't think anything I said, obviously I didn't say anything that bad, because you know what? No strikes, not against community guidelines, and I guarantee you those videos were hit so fucking hard so many times that YouTube probably had to watch them 50 times over, and they couldn't find anything I did wrong, because had I done something wrong, they'd be taken down. But they didn't. I didn't do anything wrong. And I was seriously, for one, yes, the videos get me views. And I was even told by, I'm not going to say, I don't want to throw one on the bus. I was told by people who are more professional and do this job to keep hitting them. Don't stop. Those videos hit, keep going, keep going, keep going. I was told.
Every success is better for your channel. It stacks because the stupid sub boxes aren't chronological. They're algorithmic now, so you have to get those thumbnail clicks.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I was told by like people who manage me that I should keep making videos on. But
right, but I'm gonna back up to this. That I believe the end result was that you got a lot of your fans fired up, and your fans overlap with various content creators to go to 8Thought's
channel.
No,
not my fan. No, his fans.
I'm getting there. His fans,
yes.
Because his fans didn't like this either. His fans saw the same thing, that he's marrying this girl after a very short period of time, and they're like,
yeah.
The fuck, Merc, is this really a smart idea? But your fans, and I'm looking at the chat here, they can be toxic as fuck. I even talked to your Discord admins. Y'all had to clean out some people out of your Discord, because you have people that appreciate your humor, and then you have some real hateful motherfuckers on this channel.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with me.
They go to Merc Music's channel, and they flood it full of bullshit, and his fans see that, and they assume that is the feedback of the other Merc Music fans, and it slowly starts to change the opinion of his fan base against him, which hurt him, and I assume, at least in some way, put some stress on his relationship. I could imagine, let's just assume that everything is perfect and the woman is altruistic, which I know we probably both disagree with a little bit, that could stress her, like, what if I'm hurting my husband's successful career? What if I'm screwing him up? And it creates a
Drifter.
culture of toxicity.
You look at the comment. Come on, dude. You look at the comments, and you see that 90% of his comments were positive. There were, and all the stuff he was blocking. Okay, you can't defend this dude. 90% of the people were saying positive things like, listen, man, we think you're moving too fast, your content's going down. Like what, 10 people? Okay, let's say 100 people out of thousands of comments. We're talking like a percentage note here, man. are going to be toxic. That's just the internet. And to blame that on my fans, I think that's a horse shit here, dude. I'm gonna have to call out this one because he has handled it. He has done. There's other people who even made content on it who have said he's handled this horribly. I mean, there's no one who could say that he handled it well. You don't disable comments. You don't block every single buddy that has nothing to say. Like, he blocks people that said, "Hey, I was just saying I'm really a big fan. I've been a fan for years. I kind of think what you're doing isn't really cool." Blocked. He blocked everybody out. She blocked everybody and anyone that you could find. Like, it doesn't matter if you just followed me. She blocked like 1,000 people back when I had like my main Twitter handle. And I made some jokes. Like, I never say anything like derogatorily bad about them. I made a few jokes like, you know, she might be a gold digger or whatever. I never made fun of her physical appearance. I really tried to keep it like actually to the point where I was trying to give positive advice to the guy. And there's no way in hell that you can say that I'm at fault. I don't think I'm at fault this at all. I mean, like, my intentions were good, dude. Like, my intentions actually were like, listen, Merc, like, I'm almost 40 years old. I've been where you are. I think you're making a huge mistake. And I mean, she may be a gold digger. She may not be a gold digger. She may be good. I even said in my video times, hey, man, I hope I'm 110% wrong. And you guys are happily married 20 years from now. But I do think that is a fucking pipe dream. And I do think that you maybe need to, like you said, no one ever after 6 months of talking online when you're a millionaire with a common sense and a fucking actual maturity of like a 30-year-old or however old he is, even if you're 19, you should know better. You don't propose to a fucking chick that you met online. That's a fact. And that's all I ever said. And I mean, I pretty much just kept repeating that same tone over and over and over again in every video, just in a different way. But pretty much almost every video I did was the same thing over and over again. And I don't understand how I'm to blame or how I did anything wrong, honestly.
So I'm not going to say that you are solely responsible for everything that happened to Merc, because that's obviously ridiculous. You did have some hand to play in that, and it seems incredible for me to say that your videos and influence, you will gladly take credit for CSGO Lotto and some other things, but I you know, whatever, I didn't affect Merc music at all. Nothing I did had any effect on Merc.
100%. But what the effect I have is that I was pointing out the bullshit. I wasn't making any. It's like, for example, okay, I had the effect on CSGO Lotto, rightfully so. He was doing some bullshit. People pointed it out, and they're like, okay, good job. And then H3 made a video on it and blew it the fuck out the water. I just made the videos on Merc music. I wasn't doing anything that wasn't already there. I was just the only guy that was like, hey, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm going to make videos on it. People want to see this. In fact, his fans kept asking me, please make more videos on it. So 100%, like, I'm not responsible if that puts pressure on his relationship. That's not my problem. I'm not responsible for that. I'm just making videos that were truthful. I mean, like, they were truthful. There wasn't anything I said in those videos that were hyperbole, really, to the point. I mean, there's a couple of jokes in there about maybe, I don't even know what the jokes were. I really did try to keep it respectful because I knew 110% he would do everything in his power to try to get those videos taken down, which he couldn't. He even did try to do it. They just wouldn't get taken down because I made sure to stay on the community guidelines. I made sure to keep it professional, made sure to make a joke. But just because, like, yeah, Mega John said, just because you're the first person to talk about it doesn't mean you're the one that's talking about it. I'm just the guy who made videos on it. And I still stand. Like, those videos, out of any videos I've made, are the least trolling and the most honest videos I've ever made about how I feel about somebody. Tmartn, you, everybody else, I pump that up for fucking sure. I made jokes about you. I teased you. But Merc music, I'll get passionate about. That guy is behaving like a fucking idiot. 110%. If I was his father, I'd kick his ass.
So did you think, let me put this, so did you make those videos, as I view them, I personally view them as meddling in a more personal affair?
Okay, hold on, time out. Let me put the breaks to that. You put your relationship on public, you're a public figure, you put it out there, you show pictures, you tell everybody about it, and then you expect a commentary channel or YouTubers not to talk about it, you're a fucking idiot. If I don't want people to talk about, let's just say that I was gay, or I broke up with my wife, we got a divorce. Nancy caught me having sex with little bottom boy twink sluts, and she catches me, and I go out there and start talking about, like, oh hey guys, or like, for example, I have cancer, which I do. I didn't talk about it. I've had cancer for over a year and a half now. I don't talk about it. I didn't say anything about it. I kind of let it out in a video accidentally, and everyone's like freaked out. So I had no choice but to say, I do actually have cancer. Mm-hmm. If people choose to ridicule me about that and make fun of it or fuck with me now, that's my own fault because I made it public. Merc made his relationship public. He talked about everything he did. If you do that and you're a YouTuber and you know the game of YouTube, you can't expect people not to fucking talk about it. Like, for example, thank you. Phase fucking Censor. Phase Censor versus Merc Music. Phase Censor looks like the biggest fucking idiot in the world. He looks way worse than fucking Merc does. Way worse. Looks like an idiot. He fucking handled it beautifully like an alpha male. That dude is taking the memes. He's making views off it, for God's sake. That guy's channel gets more views based upon the fact he broke up with Nina Garcia than he did with Merc Music. Merc Music handled like a fucking idiot. Phase Censor handled it like an absolute stud. And
Doug's a good guy.
Yeah, 100%.
I know him
love Doug
fairly well, and I met him a bunch of times at events and stuff.
He's a cool
Doug
dude.
is very legit. He's much more successful now than he was before, but Doug is still the same Doug that he was 5 years ago before the success. And he worked hard for a lot of it too, even when a lot of people didn't believe in him. Doug's legit.
Yeah, exactly. But that's my point. So like, there's no, you can't. I mean, you can say I did this, I did that. I didn't do anything to Merc that he didn't do to himself. I just drew a highlight around it and made sure.
There you go. You draw the highlight around it, and it's like, hey, everybody. Come look at this shit over here. But you didn't do that. You tell me you did that because you really care about him and not because you wanted some hot, saucy YouTube algorithm love.
Both. 110% both. I can't. Well, of course I do. Of course, if those videos weren't getting views, I would have been told by my managing, don't make videos. I was told, listen, they even agreed, this is ridiculous. Keep making videos about it. They even said, did you want us to contact Merc ourselves and you guys can talk together on a podcast to help rectify himself because he looks like an idiot? And I was like, nah, don't worry about it. He'll say no anyways. They're like, keep hitting him because those videos are doing great. And I said, they're not against terms of services. No, you're doing fine. Just keep, if you want to keep making them, double down. I was like, okay. So I doubled down. I kept making them because people want to see them. And that is what YouTube's about, making videos that people want to see. At the same time, the message behind it is 110% fucking valid, man. Like, do you see me making videos about Phase Censor and calling him an idiot? No, not at all. I can't because the guy fucking crushed it. That guy trolled himself. He made jokes. So yeah, views 110%. Are they based upon facts? 110%. So just because I'm getting views doesn't negate the fact that the actual video content itself isn't good. I mean, yeah, they get views, but the content of what I'm saying is 110%.
I'm just curious if you can say on stream, who manages you? Is it a personal or like an agency or?
It's like I got two.
If you can't say on stream, that's okay. I was just.
Oh
curious.
no, I mean I can say on stream like you have them too. Don't you have a personal manager with?
Nope. Do all my business myself.
Oh, okay. I got partner manager. I got people who like I got like people with I don't know. They might get in trouble. Actually, I don't think they'll get in trouble. Who you partner with?
Me, I'm broadband TV for YouTube. So
you don't have a manager through broadband that helps you out and tells you shit and you can contact for problems?
No, they're useless.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like a talent agency kind of manager.
No, I meant like an agent that works with YouTube and liaison with your.
I'm sure that they probably assigned me somebody, but it's useless. Doing anything with YouTube is less than useless. I just try not to email them if I can avoid it.
Okay, yeah, I have. You have a YouTube partner?
He retired to do male modeling, and the last time I contacted.
Well, you're not helping in your cause here, Drifter.
Yeah.
You're hired to do male modeling.
Yeah, I never followed up, and the last time I contacted YouTube, they were less than helpful, so I'm not going to contact them anymore. YouTube makes me unreasonably angry. Yeah, well,
YouTube, I'm happy that I can make some money off of this. And honestly, Drift0r, I just really enjoy making videos and all the fun that comes with it and ruffling feathers and all the excitement. I mean, honestly, I just love it. I mean, if I didn't have it, I'd be fucking super depressed, truth be told. I just love making videos. It's a fun hobby for me. But no, I have like a YouTube partner, like a person who works with YouTube and also with my partnering company, with Machinima. Like I can email them anytime and they get back to me and help me out.
Oh yeah, YouTube videos are fun despite some of the less fun things that come up, which is a lot of what we're talking about tonight. Backing up to the original topic, though, the difference is, and the difference in, we'll just say politely, our mindsets is, I saw the exact same things you saw with Merc Music, right?
Okay.
And I agreed with you that it was probably a problem for his life. I'll just say I think it was a problem. I would have said that's stupid. The difference is, I sat there and I was like, hey, J-Hub, you see what Merc Music did? And he's like, yeah, it's pretty dumb. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty dumb, right? Okay. And that's it. That's the end of it. On your hand, you're like, let's make some YouTube videos and pump up some
100%.
hype on the channel. But
100%.
But you did so without any consideration for any negative consequences for Merc or for other people, or wrapped it under,
Okay.
it's a public space, so I'm absolved of responsibility, or if I give him advice, I can basically just be as big a dick as I want. It doesn't matter because it's tough love.
But I wasn't being a dick to him. I mean, I don't think I was being a dick. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Like I said, I'm gonna bring it back. If you don't want people talking about your public life, don't make it public. Don't tell people about it. If, like I said, if me and Nancy had a divorce because she met someone else who's better looking and made more money by the name of Tmartn and younger and drives cooler cars and left me for Tmartn, if I make that public, I have every right to be made fun of. Like, I'm a public figure. Like, you are a public figure. If you make it public, you can say what you want. And then on top of that, let's look at Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect fucked some e-girl at some Twitch event or some kind of shit, and banged her, cheated on her, and then made some bullshit like, I don't know, Champions Club and stuff, and had his wife show up on the stream, and they obviously didn't break up. And he came on and admitted that. Because he admitted that, everyone just ripped him apart, made jokes, did the whole thing on the YouTube because it was made public, right? And he's a public figure, and he didn't run away from it. He took some time off, but when he came back, he handled like a man. I think that not only because of the videos I made, I think that Merc Music, I'd say for his own demise or own negativity he's getting shit on for, is 80%, 70% due to how he handled it. 30% because of the fact that I drew attention to it and made, had over, I don't know how many million, a couple million, maybe 1 million plus views of videos worth on him.
Correct. And you don't feel anything bad knowing that you were 30% responsible for that amount of suffering that he went through. Whatever.
What suffering has he had?
You were talking about how his channel's doing bad or how he handled it poorly.
Well, that's his own fault because
his
channel's doing bad because he handled it. I'm not responsible for the way he reacts. Like, okay, if he had listened to what I'm saying, listen to his fans, because his fans were the people that were reaching out to him while he banned everybody, while his girlfriend or whatever the hell she is banned everybody. All he had to do was listen to me. All he had to do was like do a video. All he had to do was stop fucking turning comments off, stop banning everybody, stop like crying about it, and stop. And then if he doesn't want to upload videos, she can make a video, be like, listen guys, yeah, I know. Kind of, this is what he do. I'll tell you what he do. You want to know what he does? I should be a PR agent. You come on your YouTube video, you do what Face Censored does, you admit your fucking guilt, like Dr. Disrespect did. He got out ahead of it. You come on and be like, yeah, you know what, guys? I know I probably look like an idiot. I met this girl. I'm not very, honestly, I haven't had a lot of girlfriends. Look at me, gaming guy. I haven't had a lot of girlfriends. And I fell in love with her. She's an awesome person. I love her. And I know it seems like a really rushed move. I'm a pretty successful guy. And I proposed to her off the spot, and a lot of people think that's dumb. And I know it seems like it's dumb, and basically just admit his mistakes is what I'm trying to say. And like, you know what? And a lot of you guys are disappointed. Like, just give me some time. I'm going to take some time. I'm not going to be uploading as many videos. I'm going to try to spend some time with a girlfriend. I really haven't had any girlfriends. I've been doing YouTube and hanging with guys online for the longest time. And I hope you guys can just believe me and trust me that. And I know it looks stupid, but I'm sorry. And I'll upload some videos now and then. And you know what? If it does go south, hey, you guys told me so. I'm an idiot, but you know what? Let me make the mistakes. All right, take care, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Boom. I could never make another fucking video again because you know what? He just admitted that he knows what the issues are. He knows he made a mistake, and he has just fucking thrown water on the fire. That's exactly what Face Censored did, but in a different way. Yeah, I look like a fucking idiot, guys. Let's react to how fucking dumb I look, and that's exactly what he did. So, but what he did was he just added fucking wood and wood and wood to this fire. He blocked everybody. He disabled comments. He didn't distress the situation. His girlfriend blocked 18 million people. If you asked him like an honest question without trolling, I know you probably haven't seen it, but people ask him like a million questions on Twitter that were like legitimate questions. Like, hey man, I'm sorry. I'm a big fan of yours. I'm just concerned about you. I don't know. I hope you come back to YouTube. Blocked. Like, how is that going to gain you favor? That's your own fault, man. That is your own fault. I don't know. That's all. So I don't feel bad because I don't believe I did anything besides give him advice. And
that's where you and I differ. I
know.
have a very strong no harm kind of policy in my life. try to do no harm to as many people as possible, even in small or unpredictable. I know it's pussy shit. I can hear you groaning. That's the way I live my life, because I've been on the other side of that harm in very extreme ways a lot. So I try to really do no harm as much as possible. And I do understand the way you view yourself. I have had similar thought processes, and I know people like that. The best way I could say, and as to why I disagree, is while he was adding wood to the fire, you were also adding gasoline.
100%.
Okay,
here's the question.
The ethical thing, or the good boy thing to do in a situation, or to evaluate a person, is not to evaluate them based on how well they can handle being put in the middle of a shit situation, or how well they can handle being harassed, for lack of a better term. I can't think of a better word at the moment. I know it's not exactly correct. It's not like, well, I talked shit on Censor and he handled it great. He must be awesome. Shit. And this other one, it's an example. Or this other guy we talk shit about didn't handle it well. Well, it's their fault because they didn't handle it well. It's not a 100% absolution of responsibility, in my personal opinion. And in this, I don't think we're going to be making much progress.
I agree. Well, thanks for letting me rant, though. Hold on a second. I've got some fucking shit here. Should we be banning the kids that are spamming Wings Redemption shit at CX? I don't give a fuck. Let them go. There's a
Wings lowlights are oof.
I feel bad for Wings sometimes, to be honest.
I had a plan with another YouTuber. I won't spoil it. They were talking about making a Wings lowlight channel that steals the lowlights from other people, re-uploads them, monetizes them, and then donates the money to Wings on stream. They're going to call it Robin Wings.
Wow. That's nice of them. But I have a question, though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, see, Wings is another example, right? I mean, he's another example of a guy that handles the trolling poorly. I mean, I don't want to get in and talk about other people all the time, too, because what the fuck. But Wings, though, is an example of that he is his own worst enemy as well. I feel bad for the kid, but he is his own worst enemy. Would you agree with that?
I do agree. For Wings, I have a significant amount less empathy for, because I've had some not so great personal dealings with Wings.
Me too. And
I think about just about everybody that you meet will have something really bad to say about Wings. And it's not like Wings called me gay on YouTube and Wings didn't give me a shout out. It was him being really rude and mean, in person, and for just for no reason. Some brief examples I've said before. He reached out to me one time when he was having health problems, or I tweeted to him actually, and I was like, hey, my wife is a nurse. She's not a doctor, but if you're having a problem, she might give you some insight. He started DMing me problems. Huh?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were telling you to go fuck yourself.
No. He started DMing me his problems, and I showed them to my wife, and she said, well, it seems like you have pre-diabetes, and you need to go see a doctor because it seems like you might be developing diabetes or some other weight-related disorder. Blocked. There was another person that was a friend of mine that got hired to be his financial advisor for a while. And, the Wings actually gave this guy access to all of his bills and income and stuff. And the guy was like, all right, well, you're spending more than you're making. And I see that you're leasing 5 trucks with no down payment. It's so many $100 a month. The first thing we can do is let's just turn these 5 trucks into 1 truck. And Wings is like, I need 5 trucks. The dude's like, why? He's like, well, I need different vehicles for different events and stuff. And it was like, I'd have different cars for days. There's some stupid excuse. And the guy's like, but you're spending $1,500 a month on 5 trucks and you're going broke. Blocked. If you go anywhere with Wings, it's just always crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I have less empathy for him, but I do feel it. I've seen lowlights and I've seen him get mad on stream from trolling, and I feel that because I've got trolled on stream too. I got DDoSed and harassed and other very negative stuff, and it gets to you someday when it rolls in the thousands, and it does warp your brain after a while.
Right. I have a question for you that before I forget. Hey, remember when your house got broken into?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that about, man?
I have no idea.
Did you ever get anything back?
Not a goddamn thing.
And the Tmartn at the same time. Was that shit really go down?
Yeah, that really went down.
So why would they do a targeted attack on you guys? What the fuck were they trying to steal?
Tmartn said that his may have been coincidental because in his case, it was they a week or two later they arrested somebody that had broken into 2 other houses in the neighborhood. So his may have been coincidental. In my case, how would I say this? I was at COD XP, right? I think it's like Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, I remember.
So
yeah.
I came back home and I played paintball there, and I wore the mask that like 400 people have worn, so I got some horrible disease. I was all kind of fucked up. I got shot in the balls with a paintball. That was great. You probably love the pictures.
They blow up like big balls? Did they get blown up?
They just hurt really bad. Thankfully, instead of hitting directly on the ball, it was just barely to the side, so the ball got jostled, but the sack turned purple.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I come home and I'm like sick with like busted balls and stuff. And everything seems fine in my house. But two things went wrong. Number one is the dog had a seizure the moment I got home. It turns out he just has a thyroid problem, so I don't think it was poison or anything. And
Okay.
I keep an offline backup drive of a lot of my important documents, sponsor contracts, any medical records I have. If I have like a copy, like a digital copy of like Social Security or something, some like big boy document that doesn't need to be on a computer, because I am a public person. I am subject to people that want to hack my shit or break in or do annoying stuff. And I decided the safest thing to do would be to get a tiny little flash drive, and I hid it inside of an object here in the house, like a mundane thing that has like a false front to it, right?
Yeah.
And I come home and everything's fine, and then I walk by and I notice it's like slightly out of place, which is odd.
Yeah.
And I take a closer look, and then I realize the object is a little out of place, but the flash drive is very out of place. I go to put it in my computer, and I find out that some of the things on there have been deleted and then overridden for some reason. And I don't really want to talk about which things at this particular moment. And on top of that, I have some suspicion that my computer was tampered with as well, potentially at the BIOS level, because a few settings had changed, though they weren't really settings that would have compromised my computer as far as I know. So that scared the shit out of me. I have a security system too, right? And I had people coming to dogs. So my wife was at PAX or whatever, so I had people coming to like take care of the dogs and stuff. So the guy, whoever did this, would have had to come in, disable the security system. The camera footage was wiped too for that whole day, so there was no camera footage at all. Also unrecoverable. Lovely.
Okay, yeah.
And the people that were house sitting never noticed. And I am just sitting here holding nothing. I thought they stole my data. I thought I was going to get blackmailed. I thought it was a stalker. I thought it was maybe somebody trying to put a rat on my computer. Maybe they did.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I believe you.
Okay.
But like, I got fucked. And I just got straight fucked right in my ass on that. And I still have because nobody reached out to blackmail me. Nobody leaked my shit online. Nobody tried to... I talked to Keemstar about this, right? And I actually asked Keemstar to offer cash for my personal info. Nobody sold him anything. So I have no fucking clue what that was. And it could come fuck me in the ass tomorrow. My social security numbers could be all over Reddit or something.
So they have all the information in this, but it's been 2 years now, has it not?
Yeah, and nothing's happened, which is fucking weird.
That's gotta be some stress to have hold over your head all the fucking time that people have all your information.
At this point, I just assume they got what they wanted and they're gone. The weird thing is, though, it was a very professional job. It wasn't like Joe Blow kicked in the door and stole stuff. Because here in the house, we have guns and there's money and there's big TVs and fancy computers and shit. There's stuff worth stealing. None of that was touched.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So I thought maybe it might have been that fuck. Yeah, I don't know whatever you got there. I don't know. I have no idea.
You made some conspiracy video. Was like, was Drift0r involved with CSGO Lotto?
Was Drift0r involved with CSGO Lotto? Find out
basically.
next. Dude, hit the intro. Damn. Dude. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still waiting to see some. I thought some shit was going to go down, but I thought I asked, but nothing's happened. No one's known.
Dude, me too. I called every single one of my sponsors and told them, hey, my contract with all my information and all the the payments and stuff, that could go public tomorrow for all I know.
Huh. Well, you know what? You want to turn the? I don't know how much time you got left. What do you want to go? We've been here like an hour and a half.
I can keep going. I'm good. This is going to be content for my channel. I'm uploading this, and as soon as this is done, I got to get to making more videos.
Hey, okay, like we talked about a lot of stuff. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to cover? So I want to talk about fucking Call of Duty, baby.
Okay.
Woo!
Oh God, I had to loop back around to that about 45 minutes ago. There were other COD things I wanted to talk about.
I got a song for you, Drifter.
Oh, you can't hear me? Hello?
I just cut out for a second. I heard I heard like 2 notes and it cut out.
I'm playing my COD Cock song.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So all jokes aside, do you think? What do you? I have a question for you because I want to talk about YouTube real quick. My YouTube channel, man. This is personal advice here. I mean, like we've had a great time. We've gotten over 1,000 people watching. I feel like this has been a success. I want to thank you. But hey, before I forget, Drifter, thanks for coming on though, dude. I don't know. I mean, I hope we've been cordial here. I think it's been a good stream.
Oh, definitely. It's
yeah, right.
It's been a very real stream.
Has it gone better than you thought it would?
It's going almost exactly as planned.
Really?
Yeah.
Like no one's being rude. Everyone's getting along. I mean, I don't have anything against you personally.
No, I expected to talk about most of these topics, and your chat is
not very
towards me. They're much more positive than normal.
They're all saying you're a cool dude. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not read the chat and talk to you at the same time because it's so super. It's super fucking Blue. Where's my thanks? Thanks, Blue. Oh yeah, Blue 28's the guy that got this together. I can't believe it.
Yep. He came by my Mixer stream. Actually, no, he joined Game Night Open Lobbies, and we talked about it. And then he talked about it in the chat a bit more. You said you didn't believe him at first.
I didn't. I was like, because yeah, he's a master troll. That guy. You want to talk about trolls? Be careful. Blue 28's a fucking troll. That guy is the docs champion of the world. I know where everybody lives. But Call of Duty, for example. Do you think? Do you think Call of Duty is going to like help channels? Like, I mean, we know like a lot of Call of Duty channels aren't hype. It's not hype. I don't know. The YouTube algorithm isn't picking up like it used to be. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 days. Do you think there's a market for it still?
I think that there's going to be a market for Blackout.
Yes.
Call of Duty has been in decline for some time now, with Infinite Warfare being very bad. And World War II started off hype, but that launch of having shit not work for like 6 weeks pretty much killed it. It was struggle bussing by January. Fortnite took all that over because they're free to play and like you can play it on mobile and like 800 million people playing it. YouTube is all about which game has the most total players. So it really been like free to play games are obviously going to have the most players and most watches. So that's how Fortnite's going to work. I honestly do believe that the Blackout mode is going to help revitalize Call of Duty, and it's going to bring in some outside attention as long as it's managed well, as long as there's no damn supply drops, as long as it gets support and they keep working on it and optimizing it, because the beta had quite a few rough spots. But I personally had a lot of fun with Blackout. Did you have fun with Blackout?
Dude, are you fucking kidding me, man? I bought it on PlayStation 4 and PC, bro. I'm fucking hyped. The multiplayer itself, I'll be honest, I don't know. The Black Ops 4 multiplayer, I was not really feeling, dude. It's just more of the same to me. I'm over it, man. I've been playing. I don't like a lot of people don't know, Drifter. I've been here since Hutch was working at Applebee's. Do you know that?
Yeah, it's been a long time, huh?
I've been here a long fucking time with I don't know how many channels. I had my channel before this when I was a machinima partner. I'm like, that's one thing though. I'll be true, honestly. I'm kind of bummed on is that like out of all the people here, I'm one of the most old school Call of Duty guys on YouTube, like without a doubt, like really. I know I'm antagonistic and a bit of a black sheep, I guess. And I don't know if I'm in a Call of Duty channel per se. Would you consider me a Call of Duty channel?
Not exclusively, no. Your base is the biggest portion of your base is probably COD players, though.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. But anyways, but yeah, the Blackout. Long story short, the Blackout is the first time I've been excited about Call of Duty in a long fucking time. A long time, dude. Like probably since maybe before Black Ops 3, probably.
I think a lot of people are in that same boat. As far as Black Ops 4 multiplayer, I did kind of like it. I mean, I really like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2, and it's more of that. So I'm like, okay, I'm down with this. Specialists are a little hit or miss, but it's okay. I think it was actually going to be really miserable if you weren't on a team. If you're going to do lone wolfing, that was going to be ass. But I was down for that. I was ready for multiplayer. And then Blackout came out. And it was just, I want to say it was just like objectively better, with the exception of those people that just hate Battle Royale. There was like no comparison between the two. And I look at it and now I think, yeah, I just don't care about multiplayer anymore. I don't know if I'm going to play that. I don't know if I'm going to hit First Prestige. I don't know if I'm going to do in depth on that. I'm just going to play Blackout.
Yeah, 100%. 100% agreed. I'm glad. We should play together, Drifter. What do you think on PC? You think we get some game? Probably not, right?
Oh yeah. No, I play PC, PlayStation 4. I play a lot of different stuff.
Are we gonna get some games going?
Maybe we'll try that in the future. This is step one. We'll get some games going. I'm gonna be super busy around launch though, so maybe a little bit after that.
I just got the brush off, guys. I just got the brush off.
No, it's not a brush off. If I didn't want to play with you, I would say no. I would literally just say no.
I appreciate, I respect that. But how about on YouTube? What do you think? Like, what do you think would be like? Seeing me with YouTube and stuff, man. We're just gonna shoot the shit now, pretty much, dude. I think like we can just relax. For me on YouTube, I think what the fuck's that noise? I think sorry, I keep hearing a noise fan in the background.
That's me. I think I was tapping my finger.
No, I hear a fan. I have mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma?
Yeah. It's like certain noises.
Asbestos?
It's like certain noises fucking trigger me.
Oh.
Like fan noises drive me nuts. I hate fucking fans. I don't know. Anyways, I'm crazy too, bro. Don't worry about me. I need to be on Zoloft. But I'm always confused about my fucking channel, like about YouTube and whatnot. Like, I'm not sure. Like, are you gonna probably do a lot of Call of Duty videos? Like, are you? I don't want to pry too much, but like, you don't give a shit about YouTube anymore, really? Do you try to do it as much as you can, or do you like you're financially fine? You don't care anymore? You're just like.
I am not nearly as rich as many of your fans or you think I am.
I don't think
I've seen
you're rich.
people in the chat say I'm a millionaire. I'm quite a long ways from that. I am definitely going to be doing Call of Duty content. I don't think I'm going to be doing Call of Duty multiplayer. I'm going to keep up with Fortnite because even though Blackout's great, we do have Infinity Ward next, and they've been delivering stinker after stinker. And I don't want my financial future tied to a brand that has one hot studio and two not studios. Right? Like, so I'm going to continue posting Fortnite content for some time now, which a good portion of my fans fucking hate because it dethroned Call of Duty, and that's a whole different topic on its own. And I'm going to try to move more into multi-gaming and shooting in general. Also because as much as I like Call of Duty, in real life, I cannot play Call of Duty too much longer. I've been playing COD for like a decade now.
You and me both.
There's as good as it can be and as nostalgic as it can be, there is a point where I just got to say, yeah, I need to do something else with my life, you know.
I agree. That's why I try to, change my content around, but at the same time, dude, YouTube itself is getting it's fucking bullshit. Honestly, let's just be honest, Drift0r. Come on, you can be honest. You said too. YouTube fucking sucks. Really, does it not?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of
it's
the way,
clickbait, dude. Especially when I'm trying to do Fortnite content, and the two ways to do that are be really good and a sweaty boy on Twitch, which I don't have the skills for. I'm trying, not there yet. Or just make up fake shit in clickbait and try to get little kiddies to install your V-Bucks app so you can harvest their data and get paid and terrible stuff like that. Those are the two most successful things. There are obviously creators that don't do that. There are lots of good creators, but there are lots more just total nonsense channels with meteors and volcanoes and gifting Skull Trooper.
Oh my god, the fucking volcano thing. I tried to do a video on that, and I don't know. It didn't catch much. They got like 60,000, 70,000. Like that fucking volcano guy. He was like one of the most subscribed channels on YouTube with that bullshit volcano.
Pack-a-Puncher, which is funny because he started. He used to do COD Zombies, and he's pretty good at it. He's kind of a meme lord. He's like mostly jokes and stuff. And he started streaming Fortnite with clickbait titles as a parody, right? Like he started doing it to make fun of other streamers. But it was so successful, he was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to keep doing this. I got 65,000, 100,000 live viewers. You can just criticize me. I will take it all the way to the bank.
Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. I don't know, man. I'm not sure what to do with YouTube anymore, man. Myself, personally, I'm fucking all over the place. I like, but see, I don't know. I'm very fucking bipolar, sort of. I mean, one day I feel about doing this, next day I feel about doing that. I just wish YouTube wasn't such a cesspool of fucking losers. I'm being honest. Like, I'm like you, Drift0r. I fucking think majority of these people are just such fucking losers. Really, right? Like
on YouTube, how would I say it? I try to be a little more diplomatic. I would just say that there are a lot of losers on YouTube. There are a lot of people that just make up bullshit and they rip children and they don't care about anything at all. There's plenty of good people too, but there's enough of the other to make me mad. The clickbait thing just drove me insane, just utterly insane.
What was that about, dude? That was the funniest shit ever. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't get out. I can't.
I didn't.
I'm going
that
crazy.
was real.
The clickbait.
I fucked up my hand too, punching a brick wall.
Why you get? I don't, dude. I made a meme about you. Did you see the meme?
I know. I saw it.
Watch the wall.
Oh, the reason was that it pains me to see a whole thousands of people that make a living tricking children over and over. That's all they do. They just make their whole living basically lying to children, which I assume makes the kids sad at some point. At least it normalizes misinformation. And they also, most of them are really big in pumping these little apps like Speedy Coin and App Nanas and stuff.
Oh my god!
Nobody really
Appdana asked me to be sponsored.
get free V-Bucks from this app or whatever. Nobody gets free V-Bucks from those. If you grind it for like 80 hours, you'll get like a $5 coupon maybe. But the reason they made those is they do two things. Number one is they harvest your data, and number two is that they. Do you know what a click farm is? You like an old school click farm they used to run in like Cambodia and shit.
Yes.
Yeah. So they are cheaper click farms. Instead of paying one Cambodian guy to sit in a room with like 500 iPads and leave comments, you can get real live American children, all with unique IPs and stuff, to do it for free by promising some little trinket, and they're just outsourcing them for free labor, which I think
Jesus
is
Christ.
ethically fucked, and I hate it, and I'm because of how I grew up, I'm a very sensitive boy when it comes to people hurting or taking advantage of children, and it fills me with a lot more negative emotions than I can usually handle. Case in point, fucking up my hand.
Man, I can respect that, dude. You know, that's, I don't know, man. Like you obviously you're a empathetic person.
That's a good way to say it.
Someone hashtag Tmartn lied to children. Yes, Tmartn did lie to children. Hey, anybody got any questions in the chat? I mean, I don't know. We've been going, anything you want to talk about, Drifter? We've been up for an hour and a half, buddy.
Oh man.
Anything you want to ask me or get off your chest on me? I'm more than happy. Hit me, fucking punch me in the face. Come on, bring it, buddy. I'm with here. I'm feeling empathetic. Come on with it. Stay soft.
Okay.
Whatever you want to say. Yeah. Cool.
Let's see. Do you think you consider yourself a news channel or a satire channel?
Satire.
Satire. No news.
Sometimes news. Like, what do you mean news? Like,
do you consider yourself to be informative or just for jokes?
Oh Jesus, mostly 90% jokes, bro. I'm like a meme. I think I'm doing. Like, I don't like, honestly, Drifter. I mean, like, everyone knows. At the end of the day, to me, YouTube is about as important as the fucking bowel movement I had last week. It really is, dude. Like, I mean, like, I'm a narcissist. Not narcissist. I'm a nihilist in that way. Like, it really, honestly, like, Drifter. I love doing YouTube videos. Like, I love fucking being involved in the community. I love making videos. I love like having people support the channel. I love the creative aspect of making videos. Like, if I didn't have that, I think I'd be fucked up. Like, when I wasn't doing YouTube there, I think I'm mentally worse off than I am when I have something to focus on and be a part of, and a community and the people like I have for that support the channel and the people I talk to. That means a lot to me. But the actual YouTube itself and what goes on there, it's like a dichotomy of love and hate. It's as if I know it's all fucking nonsense, but at the same time I care about it, if that makes sense.
In a way, it does. I do understand that.
Yeah,
because I feel you in the same way. I like making YouTube videos. It's fun. It's good to be part of some community, but there's a lot of bullshit to deal with as well, or you see things you don't like.
And the worst thing about YouTube is that success really isn't in your hands. It really isn't. People when you see people like, oh my God, your channel's doing so great, you're getting so many views, and I was like, you know what? 50%'s me and 50%'s the algorithm. It's like, it's luck. Like, I mean, I went from 100,000 subscribers to 200,000 subscribers in 6 months, and there's certain games you can play, there's certain things you can do that would give you better odds of being successful, but you could do everything right and supply some of the best content out there. I mean, like, if you're going to be like an amazing content creator and do fucking awesome comedy, you know who Nerd City is, right? Yeah, like that guy's like, you know, you're going to get big no matter what with that kind of content, just because like that's like almost professionally level done, like went to film school type shit. But
I disagree. I think even people that do professional stuff, you can't always get that break that gets you the views.
Thank you. I was just trying to be optimistic, but yeah, exactly. There's people who there's probably 1,000 Nerd City channels out there who do that well. You just don't know about it because there's 48 hours worth of content uploaded to YouTube on a fucking what is it, like every minute?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. You can get on eBay and it's a boulevard of broken dreams with Elgatos and HD PVRs and stuff when it comes to gaming. Yeah. YouTube there are definitely ways to be more successful, ways to play the system. Unfortunately, these days I find myself playing the system and learning the algorithm more than focusing on the content, when you would think it should be the other way around. But the almighty algorithm is very important and mysterious and complicated and frustrating.
It's bullshit. It's like, yeah, it's like YouTube used to be like, you know, try to make good content and hopefully it gets, and this is probably going to bore the fuck out of the chat. These guys don't give a shit about this. It's like YouTuber talk. Totally, yeah. People like we're dropping out. We're down to 900. But yeah, no, it's 100% true. Like YouTube itself is not really based upon providing good content. Like even Mr. Beast, who I've talked to, like the content itself is inconsequential. You know what's important? The title and thumbnail.
Yeah, those are insanely important. Even Google knows that. They scan the thumbnails for all. I mean, they generate their own metadata for thumbnails and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what a good thumbnail is, dude. I just try excite. I don't know. Like what?
Well, you're doing pretty good. Human faces tend to do really well. So
yeah, I know.
Try to put those on there as well.
Yeah, I don't know. What the hell was I going to say? I had something I was really excited to talk about. We were going on about. What were you saying? Oh yeah, you're going to shoot some shit. Yeah, shoot some shit at me, Drifter. You already started. I answered your question. Yeah. Do I satire or news? Definitely satire. A little bit of news with satire. Like
so. You know. Obviously, a lot of this is going to be confrontational because that's primarily what I was prepared for tonight. So, do you feel any responsibility for, let's say, the less educated fans or more influential ones you might have that don't view this as satire and take it as the gospel true?
Do I feel responsible for that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not at all. No, that's an honest answer. I mean, fuck it. You don't have to tell me you do.
I can't be beholden to the fucking retards. If you're a retard, like that's one thing I have a hard time with though, because I do realize the bigger I get now, the more retards I encounter, and like some of these comments I get is like, I feel like I want to walk over to the guy's house and fucking like yell in his face, like, "Are you fucking retarded?" It's yeah. If it's like some of these people, like, no, I'm not responsible. Like, I'm not telling people to go and hurt anybody. I'm not calling. I'm not calling any action. I'm not saying go and hunt this person. I'm not telling people to go witch hunt anybody. I'm not telling anybody to go fuck with this person. If I did that and something happened, I'd 100% feel responsible. I just put the content out there, make jokes, and if some knuckle dragging retard can't figure it out, you know, like I'm sorry your dad and mom had a low IQ and poor genetics, and they made you.
Speaking of that, that's actually not something I was planning to talk about, but if you want to mention it, what about that time you will say, I can't remember the exact quote. I think you said you wished somebody would kill Chaos X Silencer's family so that they wouldn't procreate.
Oh, thank you for bringing it up. This is going to make you look good. I appreciate that. This will make Chaos Silencer look good. Jimmy's a cool dude. Jimmy's followed me. I've talked direct message with Jimmy for a long time, actually. And I did make that. Here's the funny thing, right? When I make videos, I don't have a skit. I don't have anything in front of me. I don't even do multiple takes. Almost 99% of all my videos, in fact, probably 100% of my videos are a one take, turn on the button, record, let it rip, edit out the dead spots, add some fucking memes to it, upload it. I don't even like have a skit. I just fucking go. Like that's honestly, I'm just like a live commentator doing the stand up but with my microphone on, let it rip, go. I put that in there and Jimmy said, "Hey man, that's too much." And I said, "You know what? You're right." So I took it out the video. Yeah. Got him!
No, I knew that. I knew how the story panned out. I knew how the story panned out. I knew you took it out of the video.
Get wrecked!
I just wanted to hear your thoughts on this, especially when you say you're not responsible for the things you say. It seems in that instance, you felt like you were.
100%, because I called to action something. And I realized afterwards that was a bad idea. Like, especially when you bring someone's family into it and do like, you know, talk about violence. I've never talked about violence or hurting people or being mean to people. I make fun of the people. I make fun of like, you know, situations. I try not to be mean. I do try 100% never to be mean spirited. I do it for the jokes. Like, I feel as if I make a stand-up, like I view my channel as a stand-up comedian show. I feel like the content I put out there is the same thing you would get if you came and watched me at like Yuck Yucks or something, or some kind of comedy show. That's what I would. That's how I view my channel. Like I should probably do stand up, probably better suited for it, because then I could actually write some shit out and go up on stage. But that's how I view my content. Like I'm doing a stand up comedy show, but in the context with I guess the theme being whatever YouTube video I'm doing. And with the Jimmy one, I apologized to him. I said, you know what, you're 100% right. I apologize. That was way low blow. That's nuts. I'll take it out. And I actually edited the video. And Jimmy, to his credit, was fucking awesome. Like that guy could have been like, fuck, you ate thoughts. Strike that video, take it down, eat a dick, get out of here. But he didn't. He contacted us. Listen, man, the video was funny. I appreciate that. He still makes jokes about it to this day. We actually were talking about the other day making jokes. He tweeted at me about his Patreon. And he even said, like, can you take that out? And I was like, you know what? You're right. That's too far. So I took it out. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's really all just jokes, and sometimes the jokes go too far. And I understand. Actually, it's been a long time. I've conned my content down a lot recently because of the algorithm and shit. To be honest, I'm not trying to get fucking no
Yeah,
views.
demonetization is rough. I tested it out during the COD thing where they did black Nazis and stuff, and that, man, you go to demonetization town real easily if you even want to talk on the topic like a boring like History Channel kind of way, straight to demonetization.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, like I mean, I've been swearing a bit in my videos, and they're still getting monetized. I know that's happening still, but I think that's probably why my ad revenue sucks so bad, is because I swear too much.
It's also your demographics. So, do you know what the last ad I got when I went to your videos was? You're gonna love this one.
Bud Light.
No, I got it popped up. I was like in incognito, whatever, and it just popped up, and it says because that way it has no demographic information. I'm super paranoid about cookies and shit online.
Cool.
And President Trump is on there, and he's literally talking into the camera, and it's like, "Hey, YouTubers, something, something. Congress isn't supporting this. I want you to help build this great wall." And there's a link to like buildthewall.org or it's like some crazy shit, and he's like, "You should click that link and help us build a great wall to keep our nation secure." Yeah,
I'm fucking Canadian, dude.
Yep. Well, it's your demographics. That's what Google thinks they like.
Hey, do you think I should read out all my donation stuff alerts here, or what? I think I should probably
if you want to. I was actually going to move into a compliment phase.
Okay, well, let me just read this out real quick. Fuck it. Give me a second here. I'm so far behind. All right, I don't even learn the chat anymore. Tmartn, are you still here? Fuck, thanks for the. I'm not gonna read the messages. $50. BVD, thanks for 20. Hey, BVD wants to know, Drift0r, any chance I can get a follow? It's an inside joke. Thanks for 20. Arm locks, $10. We already talked about that. A couple of years ago, your house was broken into and personal and business was stolen. Can you explain what that was, and have there been any leads as to what or who rather was behind it, and what are you doing security-wise now? Armlocks is a cop, just like, he's a fan of mine. I got a lot of cops and military people who watch my videos.
Same here.
Because we're fucking alpha male, bro. Hair of Gotham, thanks for the sub. Akira, thanks for the sub. Fuck, I missed some. The Bakalaka, thanks for subbing. Supreme Samurai, fuck, I'm surprised I didn't get more subs. This is like a regular night. You know, I had 1,000 people watching. Probably a lot of people from yours. Tmartn, another $50. I'm Hyperist, thanks for the $1. Stofers, thanks for the 5. Captain Uger, all these fucking bits. Like, there's too many bits. Hold on. Shaman Don, I know that guy from Chicago. Thanks. DJ, Masasura, Don. Fuck. Mo Nasty, the Injector. Will Hump, thanks very much. Cheesecake Gaming, thanks for the 250. How you doing? I'm doing good, boys. Super Saya, thanks for subscribing. And Zabiru, I don't, that's a weird name. Zabiru? Fuck, I fucked up the names, guys. Listen. I'm about a bottle in here. Thanks for the this Twitch Prime, guys. I think I'm caught up. Usually I have a bunch of crazy alerts and stuff that pop up, but since we're talking, I don't want a bunch of crazy noise going through the fucking headset.
I got you. No worries on that.
Yeah, I'm the thickness. Thanks for subbing. All right, we caught up. I feel like a Twitch streamer now. All right, go ahead. What's complimentary time? You're gonna get complimentary?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Tell it. Shut it. Shh. Everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. I need y'all to shut the fuck up. Drift0r's about to say some nice things about me, and you guys, it's just. No clapping because we don't want to trigger anybody. Just jazz hands. I
just wanted to talk about the videos of you that you make that I think are funny.
Okay, all of them are fucking funny. Even though they're making fun of people, they're all funny.
Or me, but
or you.
Anyway.
I haven't made honestly, Drift0r. Out of most people who do YouTube, I think I've actually not really done that much on you.
You're right. So the ones I like the big-headed parody of like the angry.
Yes, hey, this Drift0r, you're a son of a bitch. You're just a jealous. You know why you're jealous, Drift0r?
The camera warps and stuff.
Yeah, you're just a hater because 8 Thoughts is cooler.
One that I thought was super funny just when I looked at the thumbnail was during the CSGO Lotto thing, and it says, tips for people that are going to jail. I thought it was super funny. In that case, like, there's no criminal fee. It's just like a fine, right? There's no like criminal thing. It's a civil thing. But but that was the meme in the community. It's like Tmartn's going to jail, and yours just says tips for people that are going to jail.
Had a picture of him behind the bars. That was funny.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
The Bully Hunters video was necessary. That Bully Hunter shit went from like inspirational to off the rails in less than a day.
Oh, have you seen what she's doing on Twitch now?
Which one?
The fucking chick who ran the Bully Hunters.
No, probably not. That's not a circle I travel in a whole lot.
No. She is a body painter. She like you look at the stream, she body paints all this Drifter. She gets naked from the fucking. She gets naked and she has big. I mean, I'm a Twitch partner now. I don't know if I'm not allowed to do. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, I'm not talking to her. It's awesome. I love it. I watch it all the time. I support it. I might subscribe. But she sits there and she freaking like body paints her giant boobs.
I haven't seen that. I need to watch those streams then.
Dude, I'm telling you, you need to start hanging out with me more. My circles are great.
The thumbnail you made of Tmartn's apology video with Cooper saying "Please help me," and you took the screenshot right when the dog was not feeling it.
Cooper,
really
okay, yeah, like see, Tmartn handled that horribly too. His now quickly. Hey guys, I am the owner. Cooper, what are we ever gonna do? Cooper, that was like, what are you doing, Tmartn? Like, bring your dog.
For whatever reason, the dog wasn't feeling it that day.
No, dude. The best was he should have hired like some African kids, some kids from Africa with like starving with like big bloated bellies and brought them across like the his backyard. Like, hey guys, I'm Tmartn. Maybe you don't know, but I've been supporting Children for Africa since 1995. And you know what? Just done some like, we are the world. We are the children. It was pretty
feel good stuff, and I do like the attacks on clickbait because that's gotten really out of control. Maybe that's a more personal one because I can't compete with it. Like I can't compete with 1 kill equals 1 strip gone sexual, and like you can't make real content and compete with that.
I don't. Yeah, honestly, if you're not doing, I mean, Fortnite now is if you haven't been doing Fortnite, and like I think it's too saturated to jump into.
Dude, it was too saturated when I jumped into it. I'm barely like if COD just were to get banned for whatever, like the United Nations bans COD and we all play Fortnite, I would get by, but it would be harder for me.
I think I don't like Fortnite personally. I like Fortnite, but I fucking hate that. I hate what it's turned into. It's
gotten triggering for me. The build fights are really hard to keep up with. And I don't like the bloom or the randomness on the shotguns. I don't feel rewarded for my aim, and other people I know get like lucky shots sometimes. Like I get lasered and my bullets don't hit, and you can get better, but there's a fixed randomness to it, which I find irritating.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that that's why I like Blackout so much, is because I don't like getting in. I just don't have the building skills to deal with these shitheads, and I don't like shooting somebody and then they just fucking build like I don't know, the White House or Trump Tower in like
it's crazy.
Like, yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Especially when you run into a really good builder, like somebody that's trying to go pro or something. Like normally, most people are like building ramps and walls, and you shoot them down, and there's a pattern to it. And then you run into the guy that doesn't have a porta fortress, but he builds his own in like 10 seconds anyway.
Yeah, it's just I
can't keep up with that. No amount. Maybe if I had just 8 miniguns going, and yeah, it's crazy. I enjoy the game in a lot of ways, and I know a lot of my fans and your fans too, because a lot of your fans are mad about the direction of COD, and they're even more mad that like Fortnite's taken over, and they don't like it because it's kind of like a cartoony kiddie game. But I can kind of appreciate that. It's lighthearted in a lot of ways, like Overwatch. It's just like simple and a little bouncy and bright. It doesn't bother me.
How long has is it 10? Is it like 5 years or something crazy that Overwatch has been out already?
No. Overwatch has been out 2 years and some change. They had their third Halloween event, but they launched like in spring, so it just kind of timed up that way.
What do you think is going to be the big content for views and stuff on YouTube? Do you think doing
Fortnite.
I mean, like, I don't Fortnite still? Yeah. Do you think Call of Duty is ever going to bring the views back?
Blackout's going to have views. I think it's going to start out in favor of regular multiplayer. I think that's what people are going to initially get into. But I think over time it's going to shift over. Yeah, it's going to shift over to Blackout. I mean, after playing it, do you really think multiplayer is going to really compete with Blackout for that long?
Do I think? No, not at all. Not a fucking chance. Everyone's all fucking jerking their dicks. Pardon my French. To Call of Duty Black Ops 4, the multiplayer. It's the same shit. It's just like. It's boring. It's the same. I've been playing for 10 years. It's rinse and repeat. Like Black Ops 4 is no different except for the stupid healing and the fucking 150 health, which I think is horrible. I don't know what you think about it. I fucking hate it. I don't think
it doesn't matter to me. It's an arbitrary number. If you had 150 health and your guns deal 50 damage, they all still kill in 3 shots. It just depends on what Treyarch wants to do with it. But the engine, the reason they did it is because the engine can't handle fractional numbers like 17.6 damage or whatever. It does weird shit with rounding, and they wanted to get a little more specific with the tuning, so they turned the health number up. They literally could have just left it reading as 100 and had it 150 in the background, just not visible, but they just chose to show the 150.
Hey, quick question. You said you're going to tell me why I don't get invited to.
Say that again?
Obviously.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Because we're gonna circle. I was only gonna circle back around to COD stuff. So I asked. This was during like COD Ghosts, and I remember I asked one time, in more of a joking manner. Hopefully, goddamn, I hope this isn't covered under NDA. Why we'll say COD haters aren't invited. I mean, we talked. I don't even think you were that big on it at the time, but we were talking about like. There was Thunder and it's been like 4 years now, 5 years. Fisticuffs and even Wings and just some other people that just generally were like hating Call of Duty at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, don't you think it would be super funny to invite them out here and let them come do DLC and then see, because they're going to say yes, obviously, and then see them tell their fans I didn't get paid, because that was the big meme then as it is now. And they were like, what would you guys even do if you just invited somebody out that had just been shit-talking your game constantly? And the answer was Activision did not then and does not now want to invite people that are brand negative. It's primarily a waste of their money, and it's not important that they change those minds. Because if you're going to invite people to play and you have a marketing budget for it, you don't want to spend it on people that utterly hate your stuff. But also because a lot of these people have been determined by the security team to be, we'll say, less reputable. Because when you go to the studio, you do sign a non-disclosure agreement. Because you're walking in there with all the devs and, you know, they're working on shit everywhere. You'll see something early, you'll learn something, and you need to be a trustworthy person to manage a non-disclosure agreement properly. And also, they didn't want to bring them out and just let them argue with devs all the time, because it's a very angry, fired up group. They'll argue till they're blue in the face. And because they were kind of afraid they might fuck with the PlayStations or try and copy the game or get on the servers and do anything. So the group of people that go out are not just influencers with numbers, because I think if you were looking at numbers, people like Thunder would definitely qualify, but also people that Activision has determined to be trustworthy from a legal contractual standpoint and from a security standpoint.
Okay, but yeah, I'm looking at the chat. Like Thunder, for example, or me, for example. Like, you got to look at me and be like, okay, I look at 8 Thoughts. This guy obviously isn't a moron. You know, you can obviously talk to me and realize that I'm an, you know, moderately intelligent male. And, you know, just like Thunder, people are saying Thunder in the chat. How about, like, you know, even people like Birdman? Like Thunder and myself, I don't think I hate. I think I just state my opinion. Like, I'm not a hate, like, fuck Call of Duty. Like, I think it's because first of all, I guess I'm just an idiot. I'm passionate about it. It's the first game I wasn't a gamer at all. Playing video games till I was almost 30, dude, like 10 years ago. And I think people are passionate about it. Like, you don't think it'd be good for the brand now, like, to invite people who are...
when they judge you, they have to judge you solely based on the content you make and your outward-facing persona. So imagine that you are the marketing person that picks creators, and you are one finite, sane human being. You can't watch every person's video ever made and every stream and every tweet and stuff. Right, so you go around and you look and you get a general feel for a channel. You look at a channel and you try to kind of get like an idea of, you know, their attitude and how they might act and stuff like that. And you look at your channel and it's like paid by Activision, Illuminati City symbols, Tmartn, I have AIDS, gay blue Jeep, and just like some crazy shit like that. Yeah. And it's your marketing.
I love it.
Yeah, it's you have to justify to your boss why you're spending money. Would you pick you? And your boss says, so you pick the guy that made a video about Tmartn having AIDS. What's the deal here?
I never say what.
Right, but it's his face, and that's because that's what the boss is going to do. He's going to scan through and do the same thing. And I do remember one year, I think it was for Black Ops 3. They picked some people that had made some
less than reputable
crazy
ideas.
Yeah, less great videos, some kind of crazy ones, which was surprising.
Huh. And yeah, I know Prestigious Key was trying to get me to go.
Yeah, I think the idea with that was a general outreach to I think the general belief is that you wouldn't come down and talk to us in person, or
100 fucking. I'd be down there for sure, man. I'd be having beers with you guys, hanging out. It'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah,
fuck.
And
you get circle jerk of awesomeness. Come on, no. But all jokes, I'd be down there. I wouldn't fucking. listen, dude, it's like as much as a psycho as I seem to be, like I'm I've maintained a marriage and a relationship for 20 years. I'm employed by a fucking city. I work for the government job. I mean, Christ Almighty, let's get some perspective. Just gonna
I
make.
know you had a government job.
What, you do know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, of course I do. I work for the city. I swear to the city. It's a provincial government job. What do you want to call it? It's a fucking union job. Like I went to university.
Benefits and everything, and free health care, and
I played. Yeah, man.
People's
I got a
Republic of Canada and your socialism.
I got a pension, dude. Well, I'm thinking about
Jesus, a
quitting.
pension.
I'm thinking about quitting though, to be honest, because I don't know. I got cancer and shit. Who knows how long I'm living? I might just want to do YouTube and Twitch the rest of my life.
Well, for your particular kind of cancer, your prognosis is overall good.
Yeah.
It's not treatable, but it's not like you're done tomorrow,
No, that's what I told people. I was like, oh, get well. I was like that. Okay, that's okay. Can we talk about something, dude?
Sure.
You get annoyed, right? How fucking nuts does it drive you when people leave comments about shit that's in the video?
What do you mean?
Like they're talking about stuff that you answered in the fucking video, or
it drives me crazy, especially because I'll do stuff like a lot of like guide videos and stuff, right? Or did you see like political, philosophical, whatever? And the title will be video about X. The thumbnail is X in the video. The fucking description, in this video we do X. In the first 10 seconds, hey guys, Drift0r here. Today we're going to be talking about X. And the first comment is, why is this video not on Y? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's that's a human nature though. I don't know what it is. I call focusing on the negative when 99% of the people are morons, but that one fucking guy just gets to you.
Oh yeah, and it stands out. It's just like glaringly obvious and you can't look at it. Yeah, people in the chat talking about Birdman. We had our disagreements too, and he sent his fans to harass my wife, and then he got arrested because he was going to drive to MLG Dallas and fight me and Tmartn and a bunch of other people. Yeah,
the guy's 5'4", dude.
I know. The short version is me and Birdman are more cordial now, but initially he had some very mean things to say about my wife, like if I had to wake up next to this every morning I would kill myself, and then he made an apology video saying I'm sorry for making fun of your wife. Nah, just kidding, she's an ugly bitch, and just kind of doubled down on it. It was like a year later at MLG Dallas, me and Tmartn and Pomage, we were just fucking around doing the pink wall stuff, which was just taking a big piss on the pro scene primarily. And Birdman replied to somebody, and I informed them of what they'd said about Jessica, who they'd all met just that day. So they put Birdman on blast in a way that he's probably never been on blast before. He was a much smaller channel. I think he's over 1 million subs now, but it was just like probably like a combined like 5 million followers on Twitter just blowing up his shit. And we're like, you live in Dallas, you're such a pussy. You don't even come to these MLG events. And like Pomage is like up in Canada talking shit to him. He gets so mad. He gets out, I think it was like Snapchat or something, and Facebook, and streams himself driving 1 hour to the event, talking about how he's going to throw down hands and fight people. Apparently it was some kind of joke about some other video and how he wasn't really going to fight, but he like streams for an hour about how he's going to like beat some asses when he gets there. The minute he gets in the parking lot, the police are just sitting there and he got arrested.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious, personally.
I don't know what to say, dude. What the fuck, dude? See, I don't attack people personally. I never called you. Okay, maybe. I don't know if I did. I might have. I don't know.
So, and, some of the things that make me mad is it does, like, all that kind of crap, like, does bleed over into my wife's stuff. She's just, like, doing cosplay and crafting and her own streams. And every now and then, somebody will just, like, pop in and be like, your husband's a tranny. It's like,
awesome. And, that's great, dude. Like,
awesome,
I mean, that's just, I'm being Oh, hey, people are saying that never happened. They're saying you're lying about fucking, and I don't know anything about that.
About Birdman? No, that definitely happened.
I don't know anything about that guy.
I laughed for like 2 hours. That definitely happened. I'll never forget. Yeah, some other fun stuff. Oh yeah, another fun topic we can talk about. One that I'm surprised you didn't mention when you talk about getting paid by COD and stuff. COD points.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
YouTubers get free COD points. Remember all that bullshit?
That's not real.
No, of course not.
You know what is real though?
Huh, the views.
You know what is real?
Huh.
They make so much money that they just buy a fucking shit ton of COD points, open all the shit because one video will make them more money than they spent on the COD points.
Exactly. That there was no Activision didn't need to give free COD points because there was already a financial incentive to do it. And I think the whole thing got started because I know they have different PR teams for different regions, and I think like France PR for whatever reason gave like one guy a bunch of COD points, and he was stupid enough to just say it on stream or just like, yeah, Activision just gave me all this shit. And it just spread out to all YouTubers get infinite COD points and stuff, which wasn't true. They just made money.
But some
on the
did. Some of those
unboxings.
guys got COD points. So some people did. Remember Keemstar covered.
I do know the French guy got some, and back in Black Ops 3, like, you know, like 2 weeks after launch they put them in or whatever. I got an email and I got like $10 worth of COD points. I think it was like 500 or 600. It was like some
FaZe
small
Rain.
amount.
I did a video. Yeah, I did a video. Thank you, buddy. I did a video talking about how FaZe Rain admitted that.
So if FaZe Rain got free COD points, he got them through an entirely different method than anybody or anything that I know at Activision. I do know that the EU team gave some out to like some region, but as far as I'm aware, none of the North American guys got anything past. I think we got like 500 COD points once, and that was it. I remember having this conversation with them. Huh? I remember having this conversation with him. I sat down and I was like, are you sending COD points to these people? And the answer was, like you said, no, we don't have to. People are just buying them anyway.
Yeah, that's right. The French guy. Anyways, I love Juicy Drum. Oh, shit. OBS just crashed. Are we still live?
No, you're still live on my end. It hasn't frozen yet. Sometimes OBS will crash and just keep going.
Would you like to copy the crash log to clipboard? I'm just going to... What the fuck? Are we still live? Fuck live, no. Okay. Oh, fuck, it just shut down. Shit. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, no. Hold on a second. Oh, no. How the fuck did it crash? Podcast. Where the fuck's the image? What the fuck just happened? Shit. Okay, I'm gonna get back. I should be able to get back in quick. We should have our people back. Dude, I look fucking horrible. Fuck. I'm barely looking at this in real life. Okay, we should be back. We're back. Oh, we're back. We had this is a big fight. This is a lot. Are you surprised you had this? I'm surprised.
I'm really not. I think a lot of people didn't believe this was real, and our fan bases are perpetually at odds for a lot of reasons, so it's not surprising that a lot of people are here watching. I shared it too, so some people came in.
Yeah, you did that 100%. I appreciate that. I think this will be good. I think we'll get more people. I mean, like, honestly, I think this has been nothing but good for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been good for me. And I'm definitely going to upload it to my channel eventually.
All right, we should stop
your shit's still down for me. I think, actually, nope, now it's populating. Hold up. Nope. Damn it.
Should be streaming. I put live. We should be live. It'll go live.
We are now live. Yep, we're live.
Back with 845 people. Boom.
Are you saving an OBS copy, or do you just rip this off Twitch?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna rip this off Twitch.
Okay. You uploading this whole thing too?
I don't know. Should I? I don't know. I'm fucking horrible at YouTube, dude. I don't know how I did. I don't know how I got 200,000. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with this fucking website. I do and I don't. Like, I have a question for you, Drifter. I always want to talk to people that know. I mean, you've been doing a long time. Is it fair to upload a lot and get less views, or upload less and get more views on a per video basis?
Oof. That is a tricky question. It depends. I think that just getting more total views and especially more total subs is the important thing. As long as, or most people, as long as that ad revenue is just continually positive, they'll do whatever the hell. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have a hard time just uploading fucking filler. I have a real hard time.
YouTube rewards daily.
Yeah, I know. That's the worst. I have the hardest time coming with ideas because I want to provide. I like to feel passionate about when I'm making a video, like be into it. I don't like just be like, hey guys, upload a video here. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't like that. A lot of YouTubers have the same problem. A lot of people that put themselves, especially on like 2 or 3 a day schedules, I'll talk to them and they'll make jokes like, bro, how are you going to make this a 10-minute video? And they're like, I don't know. I'll just have to figure it out. Just.
How about like, fucking, I think Tmartn 2, like, I don't know how they do it. Tmartn is second channel.
So I do know that Tmartn works really hard. I know he
Oh,
edits
yeah.
all of his own stuff.
Oh yeah, that
And
guy.
I know he has his own method for recording and editing, and a beast PC that's designed to render out videos like super fast.
Yeah.
He basically will sit down and just play games for like, I don't know how many hours, 5 to 8 hours, and he just cuts for Tmartn 2. It's all live commentary, so he just cuts live commentaries and renders them out, and they're good to go. I think he records the webcam independently of the gameplay, and this is where your most successful video at 1.6 million views about how Tmartn fakes his live commentaries came in.
Yeah,
The way he does it
1.6 million
is since he does primarily console, is that he records the gameplay with Elgato, but he records the webcam separately with OBS in case he wants to use raw gameplay and not webcam overlay, like so that he can just edit it however he wants. And I'm scratching my memory here, so again, this may not be the gospel true, but in the case of that one video, his OBS crashed. And he's like, well, fuck, I don't have the audio and the webcam part.
So I know he faked it. I know I saw the video.
Yeah, so he wanted to just like try to recreate the original commentary to the best of his
faked the
ability.
live commentary. He fucked it up and he faked it, Drifter. I was right. Thank you,
But
Tmartn,
the
for
way
helping
the
my
way it's
channel.
phrased is Tmartn fakes all of his live commentaries. These are all curated gameplays. He does it all
And
the
Tmartn
time.
doesn't care because that guy has more money in his bank
Yeah.
account than I'll ever have in my entire life combined.
You're
This
probably
fucker.
right about that.
Dude has so much retail property. I know.
I be
That
knowing
dude had
shit,
realty
brother.
property back in like Black Ops 2.
I be knowing shit, Drifter. I be knowing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
but-
guy's a real estate mogul, man. That guy, I ain't gonna feel sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why he does YouTube anymore. What the fuck's the guy doing, man? He's
Well,
hustling
YouTube
for-
still does really well. Have you looked at the views on Tmartn 2? Would you just say no to that kind of income? And
dude,
Tmartn is a gamer and he does like playing games.
Yeah, Tmartn 2, fucking Chaos Silencer and Hollow Point. They all got the same system going. 3 videos a day. Have one.
Dude, I can't do it, man.
I can't do it. Can't do it. I don't know how they do it, Drifter. I don't know. I mean, like,
For them, they do a lot less, I'll say, edited or curated content. It's a lot of reading the news. It's a lot of just kind of
But
we'll
still.
talk about it for a few minutes and then let's transition into just this live com we re-recorded so that it's a lot faster. They don't have to do as much research. Like, I'll do an in-depth video with like shit ton of edits. I hired an editor to help me out with all this stuff. Does a good job.
really? I do
Yeah.
all my own, brother.
I used to, but I hit a volume point where I need to get some professional help. So I hired an editor.
Did you where do you live in Texas, Dallas area?
Yeah.
How much like you see my apartment in the background, right?
Mhm.
Like you say, like, oh, this guy, a nice apartment, 8 thoughts. Like, what are you, a loser, right? This apartment, dude, is like $1,500 a month, bro. That's fucking
Yeah.
how much it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Look at this shit.
Is that the
Look
whole
at it.
apartment?
No. There's a bedroom and a bath. It's a 1-bedroom apartment.
Okay.
I mean, it's nice. I got a lot of like nice technology and shit because I don't have kids and stuff, like big screen TVs and stuff. I'm not having kids. Fuck that. Could you see me having kids? I'd be a good dad, but no. But like, how much? Like,
How much
living
would this
Vancouver-
cost in Dallas?
Yeah, like how much? Like, this would be like an $800 apartment in Dallas, probably with a bunch of black people next door. No, okay, that sounded racist.
Okay.
No comment. I don't care about this. That's why I love me. I can say whatever I want. People don't give a fuck. People are gonna laugh. See the chat. Oh man, that was awesome. Everyone's laughing now. Just look at the chat, dude. They're
Oh,
all
that's
losing
definitely going to be the intro to my video. Hope you're ready for that.
that. See the chat, dude. That was awesome.
So,
Oh my
in
God.
Dallas, there are not as many black people as there are Spanish. So, low rent areas tend to be primarily Latino, if that's what you're looking for. Your apartment, the city of Dallas varies pretty wildly. I would say if you want to live in Dallas itself, the apartment it'd probably be about the same $1,500. If you want to move just a little bit outside of Dallas proper into any of the like surrounding cities, it might go down to about $1,000. Just kind of depending. But you don't want to rent here. You want to buy a house. For
That's what I'm saying.
$1,500 a month, you could buy a 3,000 or 3,500 square foot house. You could buy a huge 2-story house for the same amount of money.
For my rent, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got buddies who live in Dallas area, and like, what I pay for rent in this place, I could own like a nice fucking place.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons me and my wife moved here is like, well, we can rent expensive or we can just buy a house and the mortgage will be the same as rent. We get a whole house.
What is your mortgage? Personal question.
It's close to $1,500 a month.
That's what I'm saying. And your house is fucking awesome.
Right? So
How much did you have to put down though?
I put 20% down. I almost was not allowed to buy a house because I did this before YouTube was as formal as it is now. And I tried to do it with no credit. And nobody would believe that my income was real. I had people thinking I was a porn star, a drug dealer. I had to sign.
I don't think they thought you were a porn star.
Yeah, no, they had to do like a federal background check on me, and the house is entirely in my wife's name, I think. And I'm still to this day not legally allowed to claim the house because of YouTube money, basically. So it's weird.
How much did your house cost?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, fair enough. 20% down, $1,500 a month. Yeah, see, like in Vancouver, the cheapest house is $1.4 million.
Yeah, no, you could.
I'm talking piece of shit, like East Side.
You could get a
Near
house.
black people. I'm just joking. There's no black people in Canada. But all jokes aside, I'm just teasing.
You could get a bigger house just for the 0.4 here.
That's what I'm trying to say. I got my buddy Gray Disciple, who does YouTube. Yeah, he lives in a fucking beautiful house. It's like 300 grand. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I don't know.
How does Gray Disciple not get demonetized?
You know who Gray Disciple is, right?
Yes, I do.
Dude, that guy is making a fortune, bro.
He uploads stolen Judge Judy episodes, and
All
SJWs get owned, and Tucker
All
Carlson puts down a libtard, and retards on Judge Judy admit to stealing. It gets a shit ton of views, and I don't know how he doesn't get striked or demonetized or shut down.
I don't know. And he's got 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So here's the question. You don't have an issue with stolen content? Literally stolen content?
He's just redistributing. No, fuck corporations. Fuck the man.
Whole
dude,
TV
100%.
shows, independent stand-up comics.
He doesn't upload that.
Uh-huh.
I don't think so. 90% of his stuff is 90% of his stuff is like all judge stuff.
Judge Judy, yeah. No, there's stuff like there's live performances and stand-up comics and fucking Elvis, and that channel is just chock full of crazy top to bottom.
Yeah, and it does amazingly well. Good for him. Fuck YouTube, dude. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I don't want to talk bad about. I don't want to say anything bad about Gray. He's actually a good guy.
I know he comments on my videos sometimes.
Yeah, he's like a fucking minister and stuff, which is the funniest stuff. He's like a religious. That's why his name's Gray Disciple. He's like a religious guy. Believe that. You finesse the algorithm is right, Baron. Yeah. I mean, here's one thing though, too, right? It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a dichotomy. I agree with you on that one. I agree with you. It's not a dichotomy. It's a what's the word looking for, Grifter? You help me out here.
What is the thing we're discussing? Which part?
Oh, about like how someone could be like that and then upload the stolen content kind of thing.
Yeah, it is oxymoronic. It is a dichotomy is one. It is. I mean, you didn't see me. I'm sitting here making faces, so I'm like, a pastor uploads stolen videos that he knows are illegal.
I know, not a pastor, but he's like a religious guy. I know. I kind of thought about but he is a really good dude. Great disciple out of anyone on YouTube is probably like my best friend. He
made one of my favorite videos of all time. Is Drift0r gay? Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, Drift0r. Hey, all jokes aside, have you ever had a gay? I mean, I'm not. Trust me, I'm coming from a warm place here. I'm gonna hit you with some shit. Have you ever had a gay experience?
I was sexually assaulted in a bathroom.
What?
Yeah.
How old were
I made a video about it because it was so ludicrous. I was actually coming back from a DLC. You remember this?
I watched. I didn't watch the whole video because I thought it was a fucking troll.
No. I was coming back from a CoD DLC event, and it was one where we had an embargo, like literally the next day, and so I pretty much stayed up all night editing in the hotel room. Came back to Dallas, and as soon as I got off the plane, I was like, "Well, I gotta piss before I get in my Uber." So I went to the bathroom.
Let me hold on a second before you go on. Let me take my
okay.
Shit. Oh yeah, now we're talking. All
Somebody
right.
call Kavanaugh. Okay. And I'm like about to pass out. I'm just super tired. I'm like sitting in the bathroom, lean back, pull your dick out, and just start peeing. And then I'm just like closing my eyes, like leaning back, taking a big piss, and I feel something touch my dick, and I think is like this is like the flap of my pants or something. And I look over, and the guy next to me is holding my dick and looking at me. And then he does like a very quick like pump, and then just like fucking just books it out of the room. And now this is where everybody thinks I'm lying, right? And I'm making shit up, but I'm just like barely awake at this point, and my brain is saying, is this really happening? Like, is this
guy
really
grabbed
real?
your dick and gave it a pump?
Yeah. Like, this is like nonsense. This doesn't happen in real life. The brain is like, are you imagining things? And it takes me about like a second or two to realize that I just got touched. And I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. And I'm just like zipping my dick up and like storming out of the bathroom. And then I watch this little shithead just go right through a TSA security checkpoint with all the guards and everything. And I think to myself, God damn, I don't want to start a fight in the like right at the TSA checkpoint. And I just let it go. Nothing really like hurt me. It wasn't scarring or damaging as much as it was annoying. And it was really frustrating.
That's the only gay experience you had in your whole life. So you weren't gay. You got molested in the bathroom.
That's I've never had a gay experience. I've had
Well, you haven't lived, Drifter.
No.
You have not lived. Oh, I've had
there were some other
many gay experiences.
less great things that happened when I was a kid that are not appropriate for this stream.
Yeah, you and me both.
So never dated a man, never kissed a boy, never played swords, none of that sort of stuff.
Never played, dude. Who in the chat has not played swords at one time? Don't fucking lie. A lot of you motherfuckers before puberty had gay experiences. That's fucking normal. I looked it up because who in the chat? Come on, who in the chat hasn't had some gay shit happen? Don't you fucking lie to me, kids. Don't you fucking hit the chat. I'm telling you right now. I'm looking at the chat. I'm telling you, come on. I'm keeping it real. Who has had some gay? Who the fuck? EDP 455. Yeah, come on. When you were a kid, your best friend who didn't play doctor with your dicks. Come on, motherfuckers. Everybody has. Come on now. Never played. You guys are full of shit. If you guys haven't had some gay experience once in your life, you haven't lived. Drifter, I've had some gay experiences when I was a kid, before I hit puberty. After that, full disclosure. Hey, I called you a tranny and shit. I gotta be honest. Can I be honest?
I'm here for your honesty.
I might have had is this going on your channel?
Yeah, it's going on my channel.
That's just gay. Here's the thing. I could give a fuck. I used to be gay as fucking. Hey, Lethal, how you doing, buddy? Hey, sorry, by the way, guys, haven't been paying attention to chat much. I've been trying to talk to Drifter. It's kind of a special occasion, so I appreciate all the subs, guys. Usually I'm very fucking active with reading comments and talking to all you motherfuckers, but Drifter, my boyfriend here, we're new BFFs, takes priority, cocksuckers. I think it went well. Okay, I didn't have any bum sex, but I'll tell you what, I played some weird shit when I was a kid, Drifter. I'm not gonna lie. I think I had some gay experiences with my best friend. I'm gonna be honest,
boy.
Drifter. Full disclosure, I may have drank a bottle of wine, but I'm being honest. I had some gay experiences. I was very confused. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But then I hit puberty and that shit disappeared. Then I looked it up and I looked online, and apparently it's very common. It's very common.
People go through it. It's a real thing.
It is a real thing. Thank you, Drifter. Fuck you guys. Don't judge me. The Bible says not to, cocksuckers. Bible says not to. Praise
Bible
Jesus.
also says you should have less gay experiences. No, that's a real thing. When people develop, it's sometimes used against gay people to say, "Oh, it's just your hormones. You know, you'll straighten out," and that happens for some people, and for some people it doesn't. Hormones make you do crazy shit when you're like 13 and 12 and 14. And
I was a 13, 12, 14. I was like 7, 8, 9. Yeah, maybe 10, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's like kids playing doctor, I guess.
Yeah. Who doesn't play doctor when you're a kid? Come on. Who doesn't watch some porn on Hustler Channel and then go fuck their best friend? I'm just teasing. That's a joke. That's for the memes.
Cinemax after 10:30.
Dude, how old
did you have that in Canada?
Yeah, dude. I'm half American, dude. My parents have a house down in Utah, bro. You know what parents like?
That's radically different than where you're at now.
Yeah, my parents. You know, my parents are like super like English professors, like Latin professor, theology professors. It's hilarious. And then there's me.
Theology to you, yes.
My Catholic. My parents taught at a taught university at a Catholic fucking monastery.
So then I assume you're very well educated religiously, Tetragrammaton,
No, but
Holy
my dad-
Trinity, all that stuff.
No, my dad believed like not to at all. He didn't try to force religion on me at all. I never went to church, never did anything. They weren't religious either. They just taught there because they I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They were retired from university teaching, and then they went and taught at a fucking monastery.
That's strange, honestly.
Yeah. Well, my dad was baptized Catholic. They're Catholics, but yeah, they went and they went and taught at a monastery. They taught English. They're both PhDs in English, like whatever you call that shit. English, I guess. Would it be English?
I just had somebody message me, says we can have a gay experience together.
Who messaged you how, on Twitch?
No, a friend of mine.
Who's your friend?
I'm not gonna read his name. He's sending me DMs on Discord right now.
Oh Jesus! Tell him I said, can I watch? Let's play Tmartn.
No, it's not. Somebody that's watching.
Okay. Do it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what time is it? What time is it there in Texas? 12?
11:16.
16. I want to move, man. I hate fucking living in Vancouver.
What's wrong with Vancouver?
It rains like every fucking day in the wintertime. It won't stop raining until May or June. Houses are I pay $1,500 for this.
Well, yeah, you're in Vancouver, so all the Chinese people are driving up the house prices through crazy.
You
buying.
fucking know it, dude. It's ridiculous. I'm not lying. The average, there's no house below $1.3 million anywhere in this province around where I live.
Because there's so many people moving to the city that just can't keep up.
It's just Chinese people are paying for it. People from China.
That happened when I was buying my houses, because I live in my wife's Chinese, and we purposefully moved to a very Chinese area of the city. A lot of the food around here to eat, which I personally love. But when we were bidding for houses, we were kind of like bidding against a fair number of other Chinese. And there was one house they declined. We offered more money, but they declined ours because we were going to do through a loan. A Chinese person showed up with like a shit ton of money in a briefcase, literally cash, and they're like, we want that.
Yeah. It's a fucking joke, dude. Exactly, Darren. Yeah, there's a bunch of people. Darren's my resident rich kid with donates a ton of money all the time. He works in the oil fields. But yeah, no, I don't know. I fucking
if you move out of Canada, you basically are going to have to forego all medical care.
Yeah, so how much do you pay per month for medical?
So me and my wife, we pay $800+ a month for medical care. I think we both just turned 30, and we have no pre-existing conditions, no cancer, not crippled, non-smoking, non-drinking, not obese, no diabetes. None of all the bad things, right? Good cholesterol, whatever the hell.
Not transsexual. That's cool.
No, your healthcare will cost more if you are trans. Just as a heads up.
Really?
That is a pre-existing condition. It's comorbid with a lot of other things such as anxiety and depression because of the outside pressures on your life, and just those people are just, if you can go look it up, I'm not just bullshitting, they're medically predisposed to this kind of stuff. And if you do a full surgery, there is the chance of side effects, and you get hormone therapy, and all that shit's expensive. But anyway,
so you say I'm fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked. We pay $850, and we're in perfect health. And you know what my $850 a month buys me?
What?
Nothing.
What do you get?
Nothing.
A lot of people say they pay less, but I don't know. I mean, that sounds like a fucking ripoff.
What I get, I think my deductible is like $15,000 or $20,000 or something, which means that I have to pay out of pocket until I hit like 15 or 20K. Prescription meds, not covered. Emergency room, not covered. Doctor visits, not covered. Blood work, not covered. They don't always cover the yearly checkup. They like to play this game where they say something's covered and then send me the bill anyway to see if I'll pay it. So I've paid probably like $6,000 or $7,000 this year in medical bills on top of the $850 a month. The $850 a month just allows me to not have to pay taxes. And your chat's going on about Obamacare. The reason this is because I don't have like a job. I'm a YouTuber, right? So I'm self-employed and I have to buy my own private insurance plan, which unfortunately Obamacare kind of messed up because however it panned out, the insurance company shifted the bigger financial burden to people that buy independent plans. So I just got shafted on that one.
Dude, okay, so Fuck that shit. I'm staying in Canada. I don't pay fuck all. I don't have any deductibles. Everything is free. I have to pay for prescription drugs, but I don't because I got extended health. I don't have to pay for acupuncture, chiropractor, massage therapy. Okay, let me tell you what I get, motherfuckers. And everybody wants to say, oh yeah, but you have to wait forever. I don't wait for shit. That's a fucking lie perpetrated by people who don't want to fucking believe that social medicine is better. And also, no offense, I love America. I'm half American. I got a passport. Just want to say, I also have a passport. I do have a passport. I'm a bit drunk, Drifter. Forgive me. It's probably a bit off the rails now. I'm a bit buzzed. I drank a whole bottle of wine. I think I did pretty well, though. I think this went better than I thought it was going to go. But like, yeah, okay. I don't have to wait for doctors. That's horseshit. I see specialists. I see cardiologists. For example, I have a heart problem as well, besides my cancer. Full disclosure. Hey, since we're talking about it, I got a heart problem as well. I have a mitral valve prolapse, which is not a big deal. It's not like an anal prolapse. But yeah, so I had to see a cardiologist for I don't know how many years, 8 years. I had echocardiograms, CT scans. I had a MRI, cardiac MRI, which would cost thousands of dollars. Blood tests, fucking blood tests that are blood tests, all these different things. I didn't have to wait. It didn't cost me shit. Nothing was. I don't have any fucking deductible. Because of my job, on top of that, I have free dental. I have free massage therapy, unlimited chiropractor, acupuncture, free prescriptions. I don't pay for fucking anything, like nothing. Like I get, okay, here's the thing too, people think you have to wait to see a doctor. If I want to right fucking now, well, not now, it's a bit late, it's like fucking late, but tomorrow morning I get up, I can go see 7 doctors in one day if I want to. If I'm a fucking maniac, I can go to the walk-in clinic. I don't have to go to see my family doctor. I go to a walk-in clinic, see him, get a prescription. I don't like what he did. Go see another doctor, go see another doctor, go see another doctor. I can see 7 doctors in one day and it's fucking free.
I can also see 7 doctors in one day, but it'll cost me $7 grand.
Exactly. I don't have to worry about shit. It's a problem.
I'm posting a video tomorrow about a medical problem that I've been having. I'm going to keep it private until then. I went to go to my regular doctor checkup, just like the plain every year. They grab your balls and ask you to cough kind of thing. How you doing? You're not fat. You're good to go. You don't have diabetes. And they're like, let's run a little extra blood work. I'm like, okay, insurance is supposed to cover it. Insurance didn't cover it. $900.
Really?
Yeah. So it's super bad in America if you are not rich, or if you work any job that doesn't offer traditional what we call PPO, or like employer payment. So if you have like a full-time job and they offer you insurance benefits, that's fine. I know a guy who's a full-time streamer and he still maintains 40 hours a week at some like super shitty like service job.
Tell me. Sorry, one sec. People here, you pay 55% taxes. No, that's a fucking lie too. It's all bullshit, people. America pays more money per person. Okay, these are facts. America pays more money per person for healthcare than other countries, and especially Canada, for socialized medicine. It's a fucking fact. It's a fucking farce. The reason why you have bullshit medical is because it's privatized, and it's all about making money. That's all it comes down to. Same with your jail system. You want to know why they lock? You know why America locks up more persons than any other country in the fucking world per capita? Because it's prisons. It's private prisons. I'm sorry. I love America. It's great, but at the same time, it's a fucking scam. And the longer you guys buy into patriotic bullshit, the God bless America, it's the greatest country in the world, oh yeah, we're number one, you're going to keep getting fucked. You need to pull your heads out your ass and realize you're getting fucked.
And this work in complete agreement. You realize in America that would make you a godless, bleeding heart liberal.
I'm not lying. I fucking hate liberals. I hate the fucking SJW, left-wing, super fucking crazy.
In America, that's what that stuff is. If you don't like private prisons and you don't like private medicine and private roads, that's what you are.
You spend all your money on your fucking military. That's a fact. Like I like Trump. I like I'm not a right wing. I'm not left wing. I'm a critical thinking individual. The right wing's full of shit. The left wing's full of shit. You need to be a centralist and realize that both sides have positive things and both sides have negative things. But one thing you do need to realize is, like I said, you spend more money per person on medical than any other country in the Western fucking goddamn democracies. And you're the only country in the Western democracies not to have free medical. And my
get
taxes,
the least from it. Yeah, I got a question in your chat says, why not just not pay? Isn't the max fee $2,000? No, the max fee is like 2.5% of your total income for the year. So if I have a good year on YouTube, that can be really, really brutal. And they're considering changing that as well. And you're right, we do spend more money, not just in total, but per person on healthcare in America, government socialized medicine,
Yes.
than Canada does.
Yeah, like
But
not
we
you.
only
Your
do that
government
for,
pays.
yeah, we primarily do that for Medicare, which is it's basically free healthcare for old people, and
Which we have.
Medicaid, which is free healthcare for poor people. So my father has Medicare and my mother has Medicaid. They separated, they're very far apart. So I've got one parent on each different system. That's the free government healthcare. I pay $800 a month. I can't go see a doctor. I can't get any treatment. My dad's had 3 elective surgeries this year.
Yeah,
Like,
like
what
I
the
don't
fuck?
like people don't want to agree that like military, like that's cool and all, that's great, but at the same time you're fucking suffering. Like I said, incarcerate more people than anybody in the fucking world because it's privatized. You have more people dying of opioids and fucking dependent upon bullshit pharmaceuticals because it's privatized. It's
Yeah.
you spend more on. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Your taxes spend more on people than I do. That's what I'm trying to say. Drifter?
You're right.
I'm right. As I say, like
No,
I'm not yeah.
we disagree about a lot of shit. In this, you are correct. We agree
Forget about
very
your fucking
strongly.
military. It's nothing to do with your spending whatever you want on fucking, whatever guns and bombs you want to drop or what fucking military you want to get. That's cool. It doesn't negate the fact that you spend more money from your taxes on your medical than I do, and mine's free.
There is one small caveat to the military. America's giant army has protected Canada and made it not necessary for them to have a significant military for a long time.
Canada's military. Wait, I think we have the second longest sniper confirmed kill ever. Come on.
Yeah, no, you have good military members, just not a lot of numbers.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
your
we
country
have-
just decided if America is going to spend all this money and we're allied with America, then we should just put ours into schools and healthcare
Yeah.
and
Yes, thank
stuff.
you. But it still
And-
doesn't take away the fact that you still spend more money from your actual
Yeah, no,
taxes
it drives me crazy as a
like-
person, and I
like-
can't have these conversations, especially with people here in Texas, because they'll tell
Yeah.
me, well,
Yeah.
socialized medicine is Obama death panels, and the government's super inefficient and corrupt. Do you really want bureaucrats doing your healthcare? And like imagine all the smelly poor people in lines in the security in the freaking emergency room, clogging it up, and all the homeless people that just want free food in the hospital. I'm like, that's cheaper than all of us paying like fucking $400 to maybe $1,500 a month for insurance that doesn't cover shit. Like in America, you can go from solidly middle class to broke ass destitute with one accident, one car accident, one disease.
I lived in Utah.
One broken arm.
The highway patrol officer had a heart attack. He had a $500,000 bill for a heart surgery, and we had to do a fundraiser to help him out because he didn't have money, and he works for the highway fucking patrol. That's a cop whose medical system was so bad that he went $500,000 in debt, and they had to do a huge fundraiser. He was in the University of Utah hospital for cardiology, getting I know it was a heart transplant or something. It was crazy. He got it done, but he had a $500,000 bill. Like, what the fuck is that? If I had a heart transplant, I'm gonna go get it done for free, and I'm spending less money on my taxes. Like, I'm not talking about like socialization. I'm talking tax money goes towards people more so than here. It's just I'm a little buzzed,
You're
but
right.
it's crazy.
The prices got worse too as insurance companies got more. As I do remember the 90s, and my parents tell me about the 70s and 80s and 60s when it was more reasonable. So if you go get a heart surgery, and let's say Canada doesn't have free medicine, right? And you get a heart surgery, do you expect it to be cheap?
No.
But do you expect it to be such amount that you are impoverished for the rest of your natural life?
Well, that's not fair.
Right. That's like okay, die or wage slavery. Lovely.
Yeah, it's not a good system. Like, I don't know why. It's privatized like that. It's all about who can make the most money.
Well, I got somebody in the chat saying we have great insurance being employed and in the military. Don't pay a dime, but there are options in the U.S. There are options for some people. If you're in the military, you get insurance, some government
military
jobs,
pays,
some private. But if you're not in the military, if you can't join, if you can't serve, if you don't, not everybody can be in the military.
Caden the realist is like that's the point that Americans have, is that you make it on your own.
Right.
That's it. That's American mentality. If you can't make it, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it comes from the old like Pilgrim Providence, westward expansion, divine providence. That's what it was. The land is ours. We take it. We explore. We're hardworking. The social structure, or at least the beliefs on people are poor because they're lazy and stupid. People don't have health care because they don't work hard enough for it. People, and those are some of course, there's some of that, but it's not
Of course.
always true.
There's a bunch of fucking people out here who sit around and get well. Day. My dad volunteers. He's a Knights of Columbus. He volunteers at like fucking soup kitchens. And those people that come in there, they're poor because they're fucking retarded. They're dumb. They're downtrodden. They couldn't write an essay. They couldn't fill out a job application. They can't. They got some people just don't have an IQ of 100, and the average IQ is 100. That means there's a lot of people below that. And when you get to a certain level, some people are just dumb as fuck.
That's very scary.
They're not capable of being able to take care of themselves. They are.
That's not everybody though.
No. There's a lot of people smart.
That's not all poor people. That's like a Jordan Peterson thing. I don't watch a lot of his stuff, but he did this great presentation on.
He's kind of full of shit too on something.
Yeah, this presentation I loved though. He was talking about how the U.S. military decided that if your IQ is less than 83, then you just can't be part of the military. Like if you're lower than like 83, then or 84, whatever.
Dude, if you're lower than 100, you shouldn't be handling a.
Well, their thing is that if you're lower than 83 or 84, then your presence in the military is negative. You are not qualified to mop floors.
Yeah, who said that?
But guess how many percentage of people are like that? It's like 1/6 of America, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's a lot of people. Hey, I have a question for you. Hey, I want to ask this too.
Okay.
We're getting some crazy shit now. We would talk now some actual important shit to talk about, not YouTube, because really YouTube doesn't fucking matter. What do you think about Kavanaugh? What do you think about that whole presumed guilty till innocent bullshit?
This is going to be very hot and spicy with your chat, which
let's
get right wing.
Let's do it.
Woo! The Kavanaugh is one of the few things that I'm less informed about than normal. There was so much information so fast I couldn't keep up. Normally what I like to do is I really like to be a nerd and get the 200-page PDFs and just read the raw documents for most stuff.
Can I give you the clip notes? And I'm critical.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the left. I don't like the right. I take points from both. Everyone has a positive. Everyone has a negative. All right. So this is what happened. Back when he was in high school, I'm sure you probably heard this, so I'll just give it to you. He was in high school. He was involved in a gang rape. He raped some chick. Dr. Ford was the female that accused him of this. There wasn't obviously not enough evidence to charge him actually in a criminal law.
Especially not like 40 years later.
Well, I mean, but Bill Cosby got charged 30-something, 40 years later too. So that's
Maybe.
what's weird.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then her best friend even said, like, I'm not. There's people. There was witnesses on both sides saying yes, no, maybe. Holy shit! Look, the chat went fucking nuts. Long story short, is what the chat is saying. There is no real evidence against him, and people out here who were actual victims of rape are like, and people who aren't are grabbing onto it. There's the fights from both sides. The Democrats were just trying to slow down the process so he wouldn't be, confirmed as a Supreme Court. And then the Republicans were saying that, that's what that's the Democrats were doing. But pretty much it was just hearsay evidence by a broad named Dr. Ford, who said that like 30, 40 years ago, probably 40 years now, because he's in his 50s, when they were in high school when he was 16, raped her and gang raped her. Her best friend's like, I don't think so. I don't remember ever seeing him.
4 other women as well.
And 4 other women as well. And 4 other women as well. Never came close. Ford. And you probably know what I'm saying as of right now anyways. But long story short, there was no, and the FBI did an investigation, and they never, there's obviously not enough evidence brought forth to actually press criminal charges. But yet, I find, my personal opinion now, I'm going to get into my personal note, is that it seems nowadays that people, especially when it comes to women, a woman can say rape. And I have a friend who worked with CSIS. Do you know what CSIS is?
CSIS?
Yeah. It's a Canadian CIA.
Okay. Oh, okay.
His dad was an RCMP officer. He worked with CSIS. He's a computer, super genius dude. He now is a family. He actually fucking was a computer. Had a master's degree in computer program, not computer science, and then actually went to fucking medical school and became a family doctor now. But anyways, he had a woman charge him with rape when he was in university. When I was going with them, they came to his house, kicked his door down, all that crazy shit, dragged him out half naked out of the shower. So my point is that it seems that the women can say, "Oh, you raped me," and you can be presumed guilty now until proven innocent. It seems the presumption of innocence has been lost, and this case itself, in my opinion, has ramped that up because there's a lot of political left and right fighting going on, and I don't know. I think I went off the rails there a bit. There.
Yeah,
I'm a bit.
it's
I'm
nuanced.
a bit buzzed.
You can't have one simple opinion because it is a complicated matter.
Yeah, but like the fact is that because somebody says so, doesn't make it a fact. Just because you say this guy did something to me, and I don't know I don't know if you're not really up on memory and you study memories and how faulty memories are and how actually memories are not viable.
I'm aware of false witness, false memory, and a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah. Like a lot, like they even say now that have like, you know, oh, I remember this, like, you know, 20 years ago or 10 years ago, even like 2 weeks ago, especially during a high stress situation, it shows up in neurological and neuroscientists have proven that usually those memories are totally fucking wrong, totally wrong. Like the memory in itself. What's that?
It can get rough, and the human brain doesn't store memories exactly. When you recall a memory, you recall fragments, and you have to fill in the blanks. So each time you recall it, it can get more fucked.
Yeah, so you're not. Yeah, you're up on it. So that's what's going on with Kavanaugh. And I mean, I personally bullshit is myself. Like I'm looking at critically. I think it's a witch hunt, and I think that if he did it, there's no proof. So you have to say he's innocent. Like where's the actual? Just because someone says they remember it 30, 40 years ago, doesn't make it a fact.
In this, I'm going to take a different opinion. I did not like Kavanaugh, and I know my wife's probably listening from the other room, and she's just hoping I probably champion for women's rights. It was such a complete shit show. This was one of the few things that I did not personally read documents for. Like, I read all the Hillary Clinton emails. I read the Clearwater FBI report. All the Donald, like I love source documents. This one, there was so much shit. I just kind of stepped back from it.
Yeah, someone said here she need more facts. She told everybody she knew years ago and told the government months before he was nominated.
Correct. She did try to do it like in 2002 as well. The thing that bothered me the most about this, on the right, it was portrayed as a witch hunt, smear Kavanaugh, stop the process. Obstruction was a common word, which I found ironic from Republicans that stalled for 9 months so that Obama could not appoint a judge when it was his constitutional right to do so. The thing that bothered me about Kavanaugh was that nobody would take the issue seriously. Rape is a serious issue. Sexual assault is a serious issue. Republicans stonewalled super hard, FBI investigation limited, Democrats playing it up for political gain. It instead of having a real investigation, a real big boy, let's sit down in Congress and sort this out. Let's take, 2 or 3 weeks, a month, whatever. Then they already missed the next session. He can't even work for like 4 more months. Not that big a deal. But instead, a rape allegation got turned into an insanely hyper-partisan political battle. It was ludicrous. There's so much misinformation and real and fake information on both sides. Every day was like a total shit show. Yeah, people are talking about he lied under oath. He did do that. I didn't like Kavanaugh because he believed he believed a sitting president could never be impeached, which was fucking stupid. That's why Trump picked him. He also wants to overturn Roe v. Wade, which is our abortion bill. We need to have that. It's an ugly but necessary thing. But more importantly, in America, the Roe v. Wade decision is also the one that created our right to privacy. So if you repeal Roe v. Wade, we have no right to privacy, which he also wants to appeal. So it's a big... I didn't really like him as a judge.
Fuck that guy.
I sit here and I watch this and I'm like, what? Can we not be adults? Can we not let the police and the FBI handle this? Can we not put this appointment on hold for like a month? And Republicans are like, fuck no, we're going to improve him today. We're going to run this through as fast as we can. And then as soon as that happened, Democrats are like, fuck yeah, we're going to go blue midterm. Look at these rapist Republicans, and we're going to blow this up as big as possible. And like, I'd go to the gym and exercise, and that's what I do. I go to the gym and exercise. I watch like Red Letter Media and watch the news on TV when I can. And it got just depressing. It was just depressing to see that nobody was interested in real facts, and that it was just a giant shit show. I guess that's a very middle of the road opinion.
No, I
picked a
think
hard one because I stepped out of this one. I can talk about a lot more other stuff, but this is just one that's like, fuck.
No, I just realized I'm hammered, and your point was a whole lot clearer than mine. I think I'm drunk, and you made a lot of sense.
It's also scary because you have in the U.S. Congress, you have the Anita Hill problem. So we appointed Judge Clarence Thomas in the early 90s, late 80s. And during his appointment hearing, his former secretary came out and said that he sexually assaulted her and he harassed her and that he was very handsy and put fingers where they shouldn't be and tried to force his way onto her and stuff during when she worked for his law firm. This was a huge mess in Congress. It was exactly the same as it was now, and people were like asking her, "What are you wearing? Did you really want it? Are you just saying this because you're a partisan hack and whatever?" And I watched her that day when this whole process was going on because she was crying because 30 years later, we're doing the exact same thing. Nothing changed. Nobody learned a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about because I'm Canadian. I got lost there, Drifter. I'll be honest.
It was an old, basically one of our other Supreme Court justices, sexual assault came up in his confirmation, and it was the exact same story, except this time there was a racial connotation because it was a black woman, and that was still weird at the time.
Okay. I think I made a mistake and went on the political side. I think we've been crazy.
It's okay.
I feel like I try to be like the Joe Rogan podcast. I get drunk, stoned, and we have a great time. I talk a bunch of shit.
Dude, I wish I could smoke on stream, dude. I'd fucking go to jail in a second here in Texas. Texas is just like ball busting. I just have to sit here and be like, well, next time I go to California.
You're totally sober, and I'm like, oh, bro, this is crazy. Kavanaugh, fucking Trump. Oh, yeah. Woo, damn. Merc music. I'm hammered, and you're like, oh, man. This Garleg, shut up. Dude, I had to time out Blue. He said rape is cool. You're a mod, and I'm a
really
channel. Yeah, he's like, oh, rape is all right. You got to time that dude out. You can't let that happen.
No, that's not all right. Rape is not all right.
Especially when you're partnered. He's trying to be a troll. Any other topics you want to cover, Drifter? I mean, by the way, I think we agree. Can I be full disclosure to you?
Sure.
When your wife dresses up in cosplay, it's hot as fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Said that.
Yeah. I think she looks great in the cosplay. Whatever. What's his name? 5'7". Oh my God, Ellie Burke or whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, that guy can. Yeah. Anyways, he's hating. He's hating because he's 4 feet tall, but he tries to work out and get buffed to make up for it.
I'm trying to do that too, man.
I saw you said you're coming from the gym. Dude. How old are you, Drift? You're 31, right?
Yeah.
Dude, how I don't know, my motivation to work out and stuff nowadays, like I get in the role. I did really well this summer, then I went to California for vacation for a week, and then I came back and I haven't worked out since really more than twice. Like it's just like,
well, I hate working out. It's not fun. Some people are like, oh my God, the gym is so fun and relaxing. I'm like, no, fuck the gym. The gym's sucking my dick, but you got to do it. I don't want to be fat. My job is playing games and sitting on my ass all day and not getting sunlight. And I'm going to get fat if I don't have some diet and go to the gym. And you will see some more interesting things in a video I'm posting tomorrow about a health problem that's making me way fatter. So even diet and exercise is not going to be enough.
What's wrong?
I want to. It's a big video for tomorrow, probably.
Well,
so
it's like 600-700 people watching. That's not for a 50, 60,000, 100,000 video. That's a piss in the pot.
Yeah, I just want to keep that private.
Okay,
for now.
All right. One more day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the video is going to be called "Embarrassing Health Problem," but it's one that's causing me to like balloon in weight. It's so annoying.
What the fuck, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 pre-order. I already pre-ordered it. When the hell can I download it? How's that work?
I think preload starts tomorrow. If you did PC, preload starts Wednesday.
Okay, someone wants to say this. The God Emperor. Okay, this guy's a big Trump fan. He says, "Thanks for the buck. Drifter is hilariously wrong and full of shit. Kavanaugh said a sitting president can't be indicted. The Constitution specifically mentions in Article 1, Section 3, get your facts right, Jesus Christ. The Constitution specifically mentions in Article 1, Section 3, get your facts right.
I want to see that. I like being factually correct. Let's see here.
Kavanaugh says sitting president can't be indicted. The Constitution specifically mentions it. Article 1, Section 3, get your facts right. Yeah.
Scholars disagree is the first article I see.
It starts today, TNR Rage. Well, today, TNR Rage, what time point? At what time? It's 12 o'clock where you are. It's only 9:42.
Article 1. I'm just going to go straight to the U.S. Constitution.
I'm glad I'm not American, dude. This seems like a lot of crazy shit, dude. This seems like a fucking nightmare.
It's hard here. You said Article 1, Section 3, right?
Article 1, Section 3, get your facts right, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah. You know Trump's going to win in 20 again. I think he's going to win. I'm just saying. I think he's going to win again. I just tired of hearing about the guy every
This is interesting. Day. There's no mention of the word indictment.
Drifter just called you out, God Emperor Trump. You better donate.
So there is There is a little clause about the president being impeached, and it says the Senate shall have sole power to try all impeachments. When sitting for that purpose, they shall have an oath of affirmation. When the President of the United States is tried, the Chief Justice shall preside, and no person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of the members present, that being the Senate.
He only can be. He said he only can be indicted after he's impeached and removed from power.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is a further judgment in cases of impeachment shall not extend further than removal from office.
Yeah, he says
disqualification to hold any office of honor, trust, blah blah blah. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to law. That's after he's left office. So you can't be indicted or charged with a crime in office, but when the minute you're removed from office.
That's what he said. He said he can only be indicted after he's impeached and removed from power. That's what he said.
So that, I guess what I said was technically factually incorrect. The point I was trying to make is it's a rare instance where the president is getting to pick a significant number of his own judges, so he gets to stack them in his favor.
George W. Bush is a war criminal. Hey man, I'm just gonna stay out of this because I don't know what I'm talking about.
What Bush did?
All I know is that Drifter's a tranny. Fucking Tmartn's a fucking scumbag. Mert Music's a retard. He's getting fucking finesse full board, and I'm the greatest. Jesus Christ. Hyperbole, boys. Hyperbole. You want to call it, Drifter?
Yeah, I'm ready to call it. This was supposed to be we're at 3 hours. This was supposed to be way shorter. I actually have like 4 other videos I'm supposed to do tonight that I'm probably going to end up not doing and fucking off and playing Fortnite. So. Okay.
Who you play for? All right, Drifter. You're going to follow me on Twitter? Did you follow me on Twitter?
I should probably do that.
Yeah, come on, dude.
I do some accounts and not others, but they always get banned. So I.
Oh fuck!
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's been about 3 hour stream. I think no 7. Yeah, it's been 3 hours. That's good, dude.
I'd like to hope it's a successful stream for you. Those look like solid nuurs.
Dude, it was fucking awesome. I can't believe. I think it was great for you. I think people. I didn't see one person. Drifters. I saw nothing but like.
There's always a little bit, but overwhelmingly positive. Yes.
Yeah, Drifter was cool. Drifter was like, at the end of the day, man. Like honestly, no one here is, raping kids and fucking robbing grannies at casinos. Let's be honest. But everyone's
right. Yeah. Well, this is going to make a hell of a YouTube video. I'm going to choose your absolute lowest moment for the intro, because that'll hook people
in. Dude, it'd be fucking awesome. Are you going to say, I said, no black people? Is that what you're going to use as your intro?
Yeah, I think as soon as you said that, I made a face. So it's going to be no black people, me making a face, cut to like a stupid music and be like 2 hours earlier, and then just start.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see the fucking video. Thank you, Drifter. I think this is for my first interview on my Twitch channel. I think I don't want to brag, but I think we did pretty well.
Oh yeah, very well. So better than expected on my end.
Really? Well, thanks, man. Hey, Drifter, thanks so fucking much for doing it, dude. That's big of you.
I think you should interview more people.
100%. Hey, anybody? I mean, like the numbers I got. Anyone who doesn't want to come on now is a fucking idiot. We're like pretty fucking high up. We had over 1,000 people most of the night, and we're ending up now. And we were talking about politics and stuff. We still have 650 fucking people. That's quite a lot.
It's impressive.
Yeah. Were you surprised that many people showed up?
Nope.
No? I was thinking like it could be a bus. Like it could be like no one shows up. Like not a bus, but like 150, 200 people like I normally have when I play Fortnite like a loser. I'm horrible at that game. Show up. I haven't got a win on stream in like I don't know how long, dude.
I'm about in the same boat, dude. Fortnite I'm getting worse at it over time somehow.
Yes, you too. I have not got a win on stream I play solos. I can get squad wins all day, but a solo win I haven't because I play with people better than me. But I haven't got a win solo. I think I have one win on stream since I started. Jive Turkey, Jesus Christ, Jive Turkey, what is up? I said, right, what's up? You gotta go? All right, I'll let you go.
Yeah, it is time for me to bounce.
All right, I'll let you go. All right, I'll let you go. Thanks for coming out, Drifter. It's been a pleasure. Everybody.
Good talking to you. And I guess we'll see this on YouTube in a few days.
Thanks, Drifter.